Position.
Does that mean?
Hi! That means we're live.
Oh, hey, everybody. Do you want to introduce your channel first, Patrick?
Oh, I guess. That sounds like a thing that I should do. Hi, I'm Pat, like Leland just said. I go by Attacktrick on Twitch and on Twitter, like this channel that you have found. Where we occasionally have fun things. You know, there's programming every so often, like tonight.
Yep.
Where we're just gonna have a lovely time here. And
Yeah,
I'm rambling already. That is not a good sign. So I'm
take
gonna
it away, Leland.
I'm gonna pass it to Leland.
Anyway, hey, everybody. I am Leland / Leopold the Just, the person who's been running games for a long time, but was just really too scared to do this tonight. But I'm doing it anyway. So yay! This show is going to be called All Flesh Must Be Gift Wrapped and Eaten. As you can tell, it's going to be a Christmas themed special episode. Another thing I also suck at is running one shot. So we will see if I can even wrap this up in 3 hours. Might be 3.5. I hope everybody's willing. But anyway, I don't know. It could be 2. Let's see. It's a gamble. But anyway, yeah, this is using the Unisystem, or All Flesh Must Be Eaten, also known as. They've put out a number of different properties around the 2000s and stuff, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Army of Darkness, a couple of different other ones, like a cool alien abduction RPG and stuff. It's actually worth checking out if you can find the used copies of all the books and stuff. But anyway, it's a very easy system. It's D10 based for action resolution, and it uses pretty much just every die but the D20 really is in rotation in this game. But anything but a D10 is only used in damage die. So that's the only time you'll see something other than a D10. As you're watching tonight, you will hear us. If you hear us yell about a high roll, just to give you an idea of what a high roll means in this game, is a 9 is kind of like the target number you're rolling, and the higher you get above that, for every 2 above 9, it's like another level of success and does like an extra thing. It mainly just sort of determines how well we describe things. Another thing to expect tonight, part of my GMing style, is to get people to describe their attacks, even if they're not really killing something. Like I really just like doing that. I like having narrative heavy combat. So hopefully we'll get some good visual imagery tonight. But anyway, we can go ahead and go around the virtual room here and have everyone introduce themselves. Since I don't have Twitch open, I will be going off a weird order. Probably I'm going to be using the Roll20 order. We will.
If you like, I can also call folks out for you.
I don't care. I'm going by the Roll20 order.
All right.
Because it's easy and I can see it right in front of me, and I like being a rebel. So tonight we have Jay playing MC Doggy Door. Take it away, Jay.
What's up, everybody? I am not a DJ in real life. I will be playing one tonight. I'm Jay, or Jalian, or Alien Jays, and I'm really excited to be here because I don't normally do Christmas, but now that it's got zombies in it, it's palatable. I'm really excited to basically throw everything that Leland has planned against the wall and see what sticks, because if you've met any of us before, you know that we don't usually play to lines very well. But I promise you, we will try to make sure this one shot does not go too off the rails, or at least it gets back on them by the end.
I will make note that I'm pretty good at pulling things back in if I need it to be. So go wherever you want, really.
Just remember, we're all rebels too.
I know, that's true. Yep, bunch of rebels. All right, and we will move over to, let's see. Okay, yes, we'll move over to Nikki.
What am I supposed to do again?
Just tell us about your character, and you can tell us a little bit about yourself, which I know you say you suck at that, but you can still give that a whirl too if you want.
Holly is a criminologist who works very hard at her job. Also, her family loves Christmas. so much that she's supposed to be going to a Christmas party where she's supposed to be dressed as Mrs. Claus. But Holly secretly does not love Christmas as much as her family.
Excellent. And Nikki's really awesome. She's in a bunch of streams. You should find her at Nick Cool on Twitter. She's in some games with me, some games with Raven, some games with Patrick. Everybody, she's in some games on Action Fiction. She's more famous than us. Go check her out. Anyway, there, I did it for you. So let's see who's next. All right, and then we'll go move over to Alex. Muted. Alex, I think you're muted. Am I muted?
No, you're good. There might have been a glitch on the audio. Go ahead, Alex. You muted.
All right. We'll come back.
I
There we
did not hear anybody say. I just heard just dead silence. I was like, okay, what y'all waiting for? Oh, wait, no, looks like I'm having network connection issues. My apologies.
It's okay.
Hi, I'm Alex. Normally I am not this femme looking. I'm a digital artist, and well, I think Pat's already dropped my links for where my art is at, and where you can come and find me to draw stuff for you or watch me draw or whatever. I'm mostly found over on Raven's channel, Black Feather Guild, for the Black Feather Guild, where I will be back in January with on Tuesday nights with Water, which I play with Pat, Leland, and Jay, and it's done all by Raven. And then on Saturday nights, back for Animus Ascentus, where Jay is also in, and Raven's also our GM. And then, of course, back on here every Wednesday for the regular Lancer game where I play Sean Blake. And we deal with things, and my art is now a part of the official game canon, and I'm like, yay.
Oh yeah, I noticed that very subtle insertion onto the art he paid for.
I may have been also commissioned to do the Dragoons symbol too.
Excellent. Sounds good to me. All right, you got anything else?
Yeah, my character.
Yeah, that's important.
It's like,
speaking of your femme outfit.
Yeah, Annie Singh is 15, and she's one of those 15-year-olds who's gotten away with things. As in, for some reason, she's real good at making friends, and has made friends with people probably shouldn't have made friends with, but they're still kind of like, you're a good kid anyway, sort of thing. But she's learned things, and she's also kind of like got the whole all cops are bastards, so she lives to torment the local security guards because they're absolute bastards and they deserve to be tormented and spat on. Also, she realizes she does need to get like a gift for her mom, who she doesn't get to see very often because her dad was a stay-at-home dad and has just started doing lecture tours again, and her mom's an astrophysicist. Awesome.
I can't wait, because I know how you are with playing rebellious teenagers, so this is going to be good. Anyway, can everyone hear me okay? Okay. All right, and we will move on to, let's see who's next in line. I think it's, Raven.
Hi, I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for The Raven Evermore. I am playing Dr. Danielle Johnson, which I actually made art for this, which I'll throw into chat. She is an archaeology professor who's always absorbed in her books and is completely oblivious to the world around her, and is alone. So maybe this Christmas season, zombies will help her dig up some Christmas love. We'll see. And then, yeah, I do a whole bunch of tabletop related stuff. You can find everything that I do there at my link tree. And yeah, that's me and my character.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna do you last, Patrick, because you talked first. And then we'll go ahead and move over to IC Historian's character, aka Jennifer.
Alrighty. Hi, friends. I'm IC Historian everywhere I feel like being found on the internet, which is not an awful lot of places, but there you go. I'm here because, Patrick waited too long to beef up security, so really it's his fault. I will be playing Emelisa S. Cruz, who is a type A corporate ladder climber who deeply hates Christmas. Because of a traumatic incident in her childhood where she was crowned Little Miss Christmas in Christmas Cove, Maine 3 years in a row. And it was like a freak tree farm accident. It's like a lot for her. So she has, hates the season, but has been sent to the mall before the gigantic company Christmas party to pick up her boss's secret gift that he got for the special lady in his life. And Emelisa is now dealing with having to go to the party that she didn't want to go to, and pangs of jealousy of picking up the gift intended for her romantic rival. So she's in a great mood and will be speaking to many managers.
And they will be moaning back. In a zombie way.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
I mean, there's no zombies here. This is just a regular mall. Are you drunk? Well, on the way. Anyway, all right.
Sadly, I mean.
And we will go ahead and go on to Patrick finally.
Who me? I talk.
Yeah, you need to talk about your character. You've already talked about yourself plenty.
Plenty. There's so little to say about myself. Yes, into character. Right, I'm playing Vic Comet. I'm a circus knife thrower. I'm not so, this whole season's always kind of seemed like a load of shit to me. But after the circus went under, and then my new boss, Rudy Dash, he bought it, turned it into a holiday town, and he's really been very supportive, and so I figured I might as well try out the spirit a little bit, try and come here, get a nice gift to reciprocate and express some interest there for Rudy Dash.
You're muted, Leland.
I don't like being muted. All right, I fixed it. All right, and just so I don't forget at the end, before we start, I would like to give credit to the photographer Martin Vorel for this lovely mall image here that you can see on the Roll20 map screen, hopefully, I think. And I would like to thank musician Kevin McLeod for all of the music that we're listening to through Roll20. And I would like to thank the token artists, the ones you can see here, Paul Ooshun drew these, and Pierluigi Rimini drew some of the Christmas theme ones you will see tonight. I think I pronounced those right. I'm pretty good on that. But get back with me, artists, if I didn't, and hit me up. Anyway, I'd like to be friends. All right, so cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this story off right. So, much like a '90s movie, the credits are rolling ahead of the film. They're just kind of scrolling up the left side of the screen as some drone footage, flies over a mall, and with many different shots and angles kind of edited in, with some sort of Frank Sinatra Christmas song playing to begin the film. After, probably way too many annoying minutes of credits, just like a 90s film, it actually stops finally, and we get to the movie. And as the drone is flying over and closer, the Christmas music fades out, and an uproar of starts to get louder and louder as the drone sort of zooms in on the building, and then the shot continues through the other side of the wall and down into a parking garage, and you can hear these noises echoing through the parking garage. The camera sort of comes around a corner past a large SUV, and you can see on the other side of it, blocking the exit, is a large group of zombies, probably about 6 of them. Oh, I guess that's not that large. A group of zombies, probably about 6 of them, sort of trying to bust their way through the walls, or sorry, the doors, the exit door. Around another corner, you begin to hear many footsteps, like people are running. And there we see our adventurers, just complete our adventurers. There we see our survivors, just completely exhausted and frightened as they round the corner to see the zombies blocking their exit. Once the zombies notice them because of the loud stomping through the echoing parking garage, they all turn around and form a formation, and they all hold their hands up like they're holding something, a book perhaps, and they all begin to sing, "Deck the halls with boughs of holly." And there the screen will fade to black, and we will go to everybody in order, and I want you to describe your character's physical appearance as the camera pans or sort of flies through the ceiling of the food court, and like lowers down and like sort of settles as it's onlooking a group of people just enjoying their meal, many of which are your characters. So what we'll do is we'll go in order, have everyone describe their physical appearance, say their character's name again, tell us what is in their shopping bag, because you've finished your shopping here, you're just getting some food on the way out, and what you're eating at the food court. So we will just go around in order and roll 20 again. So Pat, tell us your character's name and physical appearance, what they have in their shopping bag, and what they ordered and are sitting at a table eating. Keep in mind your characters don't know each other, unless you specifically have already discussed saying your characters.
Right. So Vic Comet here. He's a bigger gentleman in his early 40s. Kind of salt and pepper hair. Flannel jeans, winter jacket. He is somehow at this food court. I don't know if he found it at the food court or brought it with him from the circus, but he's eating just one of those big ass like turkey legs that you see at like the fucking medieval fair. And he in his shopping bag for his boss and potential boo is he swung over by Create a Creature and made a stuffed little reindeer for this guy.
Oh, okay, I love it. And he's just sitting there eating his old ass turkey leg. It's like cold because he pulled it out of his bag. Because he definitely didn't order it here at the mall. This mall has more modern cuisine.
No, I'm definitely using like the complimentary mall salt and pepper to like season it.
As if it's not salty enough. All right, that's awesome. You're just munching down on that thing. All right, so Jay, MC Doggy Door. Okay, I said your character's name for you, but anyway, Jay, what is your character's name? Physical appearance. What's in your shopping bag, and what are you eating here?
So MC Doggy Door looks like, picture like your classic like kind of 18 to 20-year-old skid kid, just kind of like a skate punk almost, except he's wearing what looks like a dog mascot costume, in like full helmet and everything like that, with a little face kind of just below where the mouth is. And in his shopping bag are a bunch of named dog bowls and other like dog kind of paraphernalia, because he's been shopping for the other MCs in his life, who are all part of the dog pack. Yeah, you're welcome, Leland. And he also has a small glass piano, which is for his mother's wife, because that is where he's going after he's done shopping. And he's currently just eating like a little salad, because much as he's an MC, he still needs to take care of himself. He can't break dance on carbs.
No, he can't. No, he can't. And he has skill breakdancing too. So. That was wonderful. All right, Nikki,
I have a quick question for DJ Doggy Door. Is your signature song a remix of Who Let the Dogs Out?
No, we know Who Let the Dogs Out.
We've already discovered that. We don't need
that one was addressed later on. But yeah, I really should have looked up other songs. I will get back to you on that. I'll look up other songs that are dog themed.
There's a Pink Floyd song called Dogs that you could like just sample like in the background. It's just like some dogs barking. Anyway, it's a long ass song. Probably a lot that you could sample in that. Anyway, all right, don't want to get a strike. I'm just from talking about music on Twitch. All right. So, Nikki, go ahead and tell us your character's name. Describe what they look like. What's in your shopping bag, and what are you and your child eating at the food court?
Dr. Holly Anderson is a shorter woman who is dressed very plainly. She has a child with her who is dressed for a holiday party, like the red dress and the pigtails with the red bows. And they're sitting there eating like fries and burgers. And the child keeps trying to go into the gift bags, and Holly keeps trying to stop her. And inside of the gift bags, the bag the child keeps trying to get into is the one that has the bottle of whiskey way at the bottom. Because she got that earlier, and she just kind of shoved that in the bottom. And she's got, I was writing this down. She's got presents for her family's holiday party, which is right after this. And she's got the last few pieces of her costume and some wrapping paper and ribbons. Her presents, she got a Roomba, some phone cases that are personalized, and her daughter, whose name is Annabelle, she has 2 phone cases with her name on it that she somehow managed to swindle out of the guy. She's got some phones as presents, boxes, and a set of sheets and towels that cost way too much money.
So the thread counts like way higher than actually is, just advertised.
Yeah,
just
and
get microfiber.
Oh, and the costume pieces are a Santa, like a red and white Santa jacket, and a white Mrs. Claus wig.
Awesome. All right, I absolutely love that you have like a full-on shopping list, and it makes perfect sense for your character too. Oh, that's amazing. All right, we'll move on to Alex. Tell us your character's name, describe their physical appearance, what's in their shopping bag, and what they're eating at the food court.
So I'm playing Annie Singh. She's 15, kind of like on the stocky end of kid who runs and climbs and gets into shit a lot sort of frame. She's wearing like jeans and like the big boots, and she's got the pins and the flannel on over the t-shirt and the brightly colored hair. And they're not lesbians, they're terrifyingly direct asexuals.
Got it. Terrifyingly direct.
They want to be your friend because friendship is the best thing.
Best freaking friendship. Let's just freaking watch some Netflix and hang out.
And Annie is like, she's very progressive and like has seen shit in the way the world gets treated, and is intensely aware of the fact that she is in a place of privilege and stuff, with having her parents both be like having fairly high paying jobs and both like being doctorates in their own right and stuff, enough to do like lecture tours and stuff. But at the same time, she often feels like very, very left behind because they're always expecting her to be like the super smart person. And she's like, well, I don't necessarily just want to be a super smart person. I want to be a person who actually like makes a fucking difference. You don't need to be smart to make a difference.
Cool. I like this kid. All right. Let's see.
Anything
else? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
So, she does love her parents. She's
okay.
She's closer to her dad because her dad stayed at home helped raise her for the most part, while her mom kept working. And she's already got him a present, but she knows she still needs to get her mom a present because, you know. So there is one thing, and it is this one, a little crystal, like, you know, those little crystal ball things with like the colored glass inside of them. It's that, but it's got like the solar system inside of it.
Oh, that's
Are we talking snow globes? Just so I'm clear.
No, it's a glass ball, but with like melted glass. So you can basically put like shapes inside of it. They sell them at Chinatown all the time.
Okay,
yeah, they're pretty cool. Yeah, it's like got like little designs inside of them that are 3D when you move the glass thing around and stuff. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Awesome. And what are you?
For lunch, she has bubble tea, and she's got an avocado milkshake bubble tea with extra tapioca, and she's also eating she's eating ghost pepper pho.
Oh, nice. She's a hard ass. Yeah, I like that they ordered the carb heavy boba tea because of how active they are, he said. Yeah, gotta stay active. Gotta
also,
get those tapiocas
growing.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see if I'm sticking with the same order I did before. We'll go. All right, go ahead with Raven. Tell us your character's name again, what they look like, what's in their shopping bag, what's in the bag, and what they're munching on at the food court.
Yeah. So Dr. Danielle Johnson, professor of archaeology at whatever local university. That's what she looks like there in chat. Basically a not like a tiny frame, but just sort of like a smaller framed person. She's a little bit shorter, or on the shorter side, chin length blonde hair, and she's not dressed like in the picture at the moment. She's still got like the canvas style khaki canvas pants and hiking boots and things like that, but instead of the button-up shirt, she's got like this oversized Christmas sweater on that looks like somebody gave it to her a decade ago. It's very clearly not new. And she's got a tofu gyro in one hand, and a book in the other, and she's got a shopping bag that's full of very old, dusty, like first and second and third edition books
Awesome.
from the bookstore in the mall.
Oh yes, that great.
She is oblivious to everything that's going on around her right now.
Excellent.
Also, like the big round glasses that keep sliding down. She keeps having to push them up.
Love it. And then moving on to IC Historian, tell us your character's name, physical appearance, shot, what's in the bag, and what you're munching on.
So Emelisa looks like in every romantic comedy starring a corporate woman who's really kind of a pill, is like the before picture of all of that. She's like a taller gal. She's like 5'9", and she looks like she subsists entirely on like, Diet Coke and like, bear salads. Just the sort of like level of skinny that can only come from like being utterly heartless. You know what I mean? Like, and she is sort of like, she's wearing like this black like business suit with sort of like wider leg pants, but on her they are just normal leg size pants. And she is she's been shopping. She picked up for herself at like the kitchen store. She got herself a new one of those like really nice LaCrue set, like that are only on sale like for 8 seconds of the year, the enamel coated cast iron, in white, because her kitchen is all white. And she also has in her bag a mystery gift. The mystery gift that her boss sent her to pick up came from a jewelry store, so she's like feeling particularly on edge. And she sort of is standing in line at the ice cream counter. She has in her hand the like most sugar-filled peppermint mocha whipped cream like candies. Like, this is like the breakup diet for a woman who hasn't had a breakup. This is the anticipatory breakup diet, and she is in line to get ice cream. And of course she's in line, so she's like having a really great time emotionally with that. And it's just sort of like one of those people that like you imagine that the iron rod or that is somewhere in her has actually condensed into diamonds. Just that person who's just
don't look at her wrong. Don't look at her.
Wound would be an improvement.
I love all of these characters so much. Okay, so you're all sitting there and enjoying your meal, and the third Christmas song since you've all sat down and started eating has come on the intercom. Again, probably some of you maybe it's inspiring with cheer. Some of you it's just annoying the hell and back because of the moods you're in. Right around this time, you see a couple of security guards walking up, eyeballing Annie, it seems, and they stop for a second. They're probably about 75 feet away or so, like down the hallway a bit, and they're like talking to each other and looking on like one of them's holding up their cell phone and like pointing, and they start to kind of like speed walk over there, not trying to draw too much attention to themselves. And right around this time's when Annie seems to notice them, but before you can really get up and just sort of dart off, because you're sure they're about to come and get you, you see one of the many mall Santas you've seen this evening, because there seems to be a gathering of mall Santas and elves, and even some live reindeer that you saw. One of the Santas here that's in the food court eating a chicken sandwich collapses on the ground and begins to convulse. It lasts for probably about 30 seconds. The security guards, run over to him to check on him, and by the time they get there, the convulsions seem to stop. The people that were at the table with him, an elf and a regular person who seems to be friends with them or working with them or something, manage to check on them first before the security guards get there. But it just seems like this person may have collapsed and had a heart attack. How does everyone react to this?
I think Emily looks over almost like she's a little jealous.
I got it. Okay, yeah. You're probably just telling yourself, "Kill me. I hate this place."
Why not me, Lord? Why not me?
All right.
Holly is watching, but she also kind of looked over at Annie because she's a trained criminologist.
Yeah, of course.
She notices what's getting ready to happen, and her kid, Annabelle, is just like, she's making it so that Holly cannot be inconspicuous. She's like, Mom, look. She's like, look, that Santa had a heart attack. You think Dad's gonna replace him? And Chloe, not Chloe, I said the wrong name. Holly is just like, no, be quiet. Eat your food.
Oh no.
Danielle is completely absorbed in her copy of Table Shapes of Ancient Mayan Culture, a philosophical look at the difference between circles and squares. And here's some sort of commotion going on, but much like the Christmas music, she's completely tuned it out. And until a large crowd starts to gather or loud noises start to happen, she really doesn't look up from her book for a while. But I imagine she eventually does notice, sees that surely someone has taken care of this, and so she can go back to being in her little introverted bubble inside the mall food court, and resumes reading.
Excellent. Okay, whoever else wants to let us know how their character reacts to this.
Annie's gonna, well, she doesn't have any medical training, so she's gonna use this nice distraction to just be like, okay, what the actual fuck is this about? I didn't do anything today. Grab her backpack, which has the bag in it, and her bubble tea, and she's gonna kind of walk towards the elevators down to the car park.
All right, yeah, you start to head towards that direction, and whoever hasn't gone, let's see, DJ. How does MC Doggy Door react to this commotion?
I think he's immediately starting to think of lyrics to some new Christmas song for next year, and kind of hoping the security guards save him or somebody else does, because it's gonna be a really depressing song if Santa dies at the end of it. But he's definitely he's not doing anything directly because he's I'm a fucking MC. What am I gonna do? I'm in a dog costume. He's fully aware that in this place and time he is the least helpful person.
Got it. What about Owen? No, sorry, not Owen. Comet. Why did I say Owen?
My name is Vic Comet. Okay, Comet's my last name. Yeah, I continue taking a big old fucking chunk out of my heart attack on a stick myself.
Turkey leg.
Yeah. My extra salted turkey leg.
All right, excellent. Yeah. After the security checks in, they attempt to do CPR. One of them gets on the call, or gets on the what are those things called? Walkie-talkie, and calls, tries to call for backup or call the ambulance or something. And then he starts sort of like hitting the thing, and then he rests his hand on the chest of the Santa that just dropped. And then he starts telling his friend, "Hey, yeah, how are we gonna? For some reason, no one's answering this thing. It seems to be cutting out more than usual. I don't know if that's it." And then about right after he says that, the Santa who had passed out, his eyes open, but they are like kind of, if you're close enough to see, they're kind of like glazed over white. And he just says, oh, and then just like lifts up and grabs the arm and goes, and then like takes a bite out of the forearm of the security guard.
Oh shit.
And then pulls the security guard down to the ground with a pretty intense, like a slow, almost a slow and steady movement, but with a very strong grip, and starts to take bites out of the throat. The other security guard starts trying to hit the Santa with a baton, to no avail. Just keeps hitting him in the arm that he has his security guard friend grappled with. Their friend that was with them, she tries to kick the zombie Santa in the head, and instead just receives a bite on her Achilles tendon, causing her to drop in writhing pain almost immediately. And we will go ahead, and the chaos it ensues. It breaks like wildfire, because it's within seconds of the guy getting his throat bitten out, he's up and attacking someone else that had fallen during people getting up and trying to flee from the commotion. Starts biting their face and pulling chunks of flesh off, and then that person seems to just like go limp after a few bites, and then with another person up and attacking another one. Like I said, it spreads like wildfire, and by this point all of you have backed away, and I have actually almost coincidentally gathered in like this perfectly cinematic group as you're like onlooking the chaos. That you seem to be the only people that were in the food court that aren't like directly involved with it now at this point. And so we will say you all are probably about, I don't know, 10 yards away from the commotion by this point, because you all back up, and Annie is like Annie like kind of sort of was leaving first. So she's a little further back, I would say, than everyone else, but not too much further. Anyway, we will go ahead and move over here. All right, so we will go ahead and get started on some combat. So everybody should have their tokens here. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, everybody has their tokens. Dr. Holly, and sorry I had to pick one for you, Nikki. I didn't have too many options to begin with. But anyway, so everyone should have their tokens. So if you could, you want to go to the combat tab, and you want to click on your token first and make sure it's like highlighted and got the square around it, and then you click the initiative, and it should pop up your initiative in the turn order already. Yeah, there we go. Save me from having to manually enter you. So yeah, you click your token first, then the initiative button on the combat tab. A Kevin McLeod original called Zombie Chase.
Love this one.
Yeah, it's good.
I really like those drums. Ooh.
Yeah, and like I said, if it's too loud, especially for the stream, that you can go to your settings and adjust the master music volume level.
Yes.
Nikki, could you click your token and then click the initiative button on your combat section of your character sheet real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get started.
It's definitely got like some like almost Resident Evil type vibes to it.
Oh, for
A
sure.
little bit, yeah, like first Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm. I dig it.
Is Nikki there? I can't tell because the camera's cut off on my end.
I'm here. I'm just looking for where the initiative is.
Okay, yeah, it's if you go to the combat tab, it should be at the very top left on your character sheet. There you go. Sorry, I could have told you where it was. Would have been more helpful. All right, so we've got a zombie Santa, and we're gonna have a few other zombies here too. And these tokens in particular, like I said, were done by Paul Ooshun and Pierluigi Rimini. Pierluigi did the Santa Claus, and Paul did the rest of the tokens. All right. Sorry, I just like to give artists credit more than I probably more than they probably even care if I do. But anyway. So there we go. All right, so we will go ahead and one of these. One's supposed to be one less. Oop, there we go. All right, a zombie. So it's a Santa zombie and 3 regular zombies that are sort of lumbering around trying to find their next meal at this point, while everyone else is sort of scattered with either bruises, cuts, or bite wounds. And so let's go ahead and add. Sorry, I accidentally got rid of the turn order thing. I just need to find a good spot for it on my screen here. Let me add Santa to the game. All right, so all the zombies are gonna go on the same like initiative, basically. I will just roll. All right, cool. Now we got the turn order all set up. So Vic Comet, you're going first. Just imagine, let me go and describe the scene a little bit. Just imagine, kind of like an open food court with a half size, like a brick wall on the other side of where all the seating is. That's actually wide enough to have like a small garden along it. And on each side of the food court are, rows of stores and stuff like that. The kiosks and stuff are a little further down the hallways in either direction of the mall. The area where people eat is like a marble, maybe not marble, but like a tile flooring. While most of the inside of the mall itself is like a carpeting. And I'd say there's probably about a dozen tables. Just in this particular section of the food court. Actually, I'll say 2 dozen. 2 dozen tables, probably about 3 chairs each. So it's fairly crowded. Like running straight through the food court would require a little bit of maneuvering to get around, all the chairs and stuff, because it's like a busy dining room of a restaurant almost. And like I said, well, I don't think I said what was on the food court. Anyway, the stores along the food court comprise of like the kind of food that you all got. So there's like a boba tea shop. There's like a gyro place. All that sort of stuff. But yeah, so go ahead, Vic Comet. It is your turn People are just sort of frantically screaming. The music, the Christmas music, still playing over the loudspeakers in the mall.
Right. So, what? Getting like me to an exit. How much? What's the path to that? Because
if you go all the way down the hallway until it stops and forks off, and you take a left and then go all the way down that hallway, then you get to the parking garage.
Is there
where your car is? As far as other exits, there, if you were to take a right, there's an exit. If you were to go down the opposite direction of sort of where Annie was headed when she started to kind of dip from the mall cops, if you go in that sort of opposite direction, which is honestly kind of where a large uproar of people is kind of coming from, that's probably like the closest way to an exit. But it seems like one of the more sketchy directions. The more of a ruckus you start to hear coming from that direction.
Right. Well, Vic Comet doesn't want to mess with any. I don't know if these people are on bath salts or what kind of bad trip they're having, but that's not any of my business. And I just want to get to my fucking car. So I think it's running time.
Running time indeed. What's Vic's speed?
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, sorry, it's on your first
I'm looking
underneath your.
Where would that be under? Sorry.
If you go to the first tab,
12. I don't know if that's good or bad.
No, that is actually good. So basically, what I'm going to do is make a little note here of everyone's speed, like in one of these little bubbles. Let me go ahead and actually get that before we get started. MC Dog Door or whatever the hell your name is. What's your speed?
Wow.
I forget. It's ridiculous. I just forget.
Oh, dare you? My speed is 10.
Speed is 10. Okay, this really just determines if you run faster than something. If something's got like a 6 speed, you obviously are gonna like run faster than it. Annie, what's your character speed? Should have got these at first. Sorry. It's on the first tab, Persona Gem, and 12. Okay, underneath your hit points. And then let's see. What's this? Emelisa, what's your speed?
10.
Okay. Danielle. Dr. Danielle, one of you, Raven's character.
Yes, it's 8.
8. All right. Heals. All right, Dr. Holly, what's your speed?
8. I guess doctors have a speed of 8.
Yeah, doctors are just too slow.
I'm noticing that I don't think Vic is going to be at the back of the group if we run, which I'm happy about.
All right, so Vic, you're just gonna basically head in the direction that Annie was going in first.
Whichever direction is where I parked that has the least screaming and potential more drug trips in between us.
Yes, got it. Okay, that is that direction then. So yeah, you all just see Vic Comet, this rough-looking what are they called? Carney. This gruff-looking Carney just haul ass in the other direction, right past you, Annie.
You don't stick around and you don't stick and fuck around with people that are biting. Do not recommend.
So he's going the same direction I'm going?
Yeah. Are you all going to just sort of pick up and run as a group? If so, we can move on a bit down the hallway.
Actually, Annie will call out and be like, "This way," as in like pointing towards the cardboard farmer exit.
Yeah, because you know the mall well, especially because you hang out here and mess around with the cops.
I know all the places that the cameras don't necessarily catch too.
All right, so Vic starts heading off, and all right, and then so it's the mall the mall Santa zombie starts to rumble on over to you all. I would say I'm gonna just move him over a column, and just to kind of signify that he's a little bit closer. And then once, like, if he were to get in a melee with someone, then I would just like pull them both to the middle like this. So, sorry for using you as an example, DJ. But anyway, so the zombie just sort of lurches over to you and says, "What do you want for Christmas, little girl?" And then so it's Emilisa's turn.
All right, so Emilisa, realizing that somehow her actual, like, somehow, I mean, against literally every thought that she has had about today, it has actually gotten worse. And she is going to call upon her, like, extensive experience forcefully walking down hallways in heels. She is going to also book in the direction of the car park, and in like typical, like, she's gonna walk in the age old keys through your knuckles formation. She's ready to go, and she also has her pepper spray in her bag.
Excellent.
She's like ready.
Yeah, they definitely will not stand a chance. And movement wise, do you kind of like stick with head in that same direction?
Yeah, so she's like kind of assessing that there's one meat shield in the vicinity and it's headed toward the car park, so she's following Vic and Annie because she needs to get to her brand new Mercedes that she bought with her bonus last year.
Definitely, and that thing will haul enough ass to get you and your gifts out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Annie, what's Annie up to? Annie's turn.
Well, she's still heading down for the car park. But she's also kind of realizing there is some weird ass shit going on here, like real weird ass shit going on here. And so she's like looking for something, like if there's any like Target shopping carts left around or something that she can grab and use to ram if she has to.
All right, we will say that there's a stool, maybe like a security guard stool. Would that be good? Something you could pick up. It's sort of like that has like a nice reach on.
Could basically, yeah.
All right, cool. We'll say that there's like a lightweight, like metal stool that's light enough weight for you to push zombies back off of you with and stuff.
Can it be a folding chair?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Folding chair.
Excellent. Yeah. We're about to wrestle. Anyway, so Dr. Holly, it is your turn.
Okay, so Holly is not as fast as everyone because she has a kid with her.
Yep.
And the kid is trying to go into her pockets for some reason. And Holly is she's a cop. So she's reaching for a gun with one hand and trying to drag the kid with the other. And the kid, as they run towards where everyone else is, she takes a bag of marbles. And she's like kind of spreads them, like tosses them out behind her.
Awesome. I will make note of that for sure.
But that she's just using her turn. Her kid's doing the marbles, and she's trying to make sure she has her gun ready and getting her kid safely to the area where they can get out.
Got it. Okay, and you do have you would be able to, if you wanted to take a shot, you would have enough actions to do that as well.
Okay. Yes, I will take one shot.
That's you gotta shoot at Santa or one of the other three regular zombie patrons, zombie mall patrons.
Santa is near Annie, right?
Santa's headed towards Annie. Santa's still at a range distance from all of you. I just sort of because you're all still in this ranged category over here, so that
Okay.
I just moved him up into the left reach one just to sort of show that he's getting a little bit closer. But
And there's no civilians around that are left, right?
they are mostly scattered and hiding and trying to get into stores and get like through the emergency exits of certain stores and all that other stuff.
Okay.
And if they're not doing that, they're on the ground, waiting to maybe wake up as a zombie in a minute.
Okay. I'm going to try to shoot Hoodie Zombie in the head.
Hoodie zombie. All right. Yeah. Hoodie zombie. Yeah. It's like some 17, 18-year-old, well, let's say 18-year-old for the sake of legality. Let's say an 18-year-old kid who's just got who I guess had his headphones in, sort of routed through his hoodie, and he was just like, maybe he's had a skateboard with him that's just been discarded because he's a zombie and doesn't need a skateboard. But yeah, he's walking over to you. His left arm sort of barely attached from being gnawed on, and he sort of like looks up at you and just goes, "Merry Christmas!" Right before. Yeah. So you want to go to your combat tab on your character sheet, and you should be able to click the dot right in front of your gun's name, and it should just roll it.
Did it roll it?
Um,
Or do I need to do it again.
There we go. Boom, a 13 to hit. Okay, so a 13 is good enough to target a specific body part or vital area. Would you like to do that?
A headshot, please.
Headshot. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy to tell these people are, some sort of monstrous crazies at this point. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You go ahead and describe it. Then he sort of like stumbles forward to you, says "Merry Christmas," and then you pull the trigger and you describe the rest.
It says, "I hate Christmas," and bang.
Boom. All right.
And Annabelle says, "Mom, you're not supposed to say that out loud."
Oh yes, I know that's right, because the rest of the family might hear.
This is my
I got your
favorite
kid's like a
Christmas
hardened badass. Like she's just like, "Yeah, mommy blew this monster's brains out. No big deal." I'm more upset about her saying she hates Christmas. Yeah. Brain matter and bone fragments hit one of the wall, hit like one of the columns behind them in the shape of a Christmas tree, and then just sort of like goes anyway.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that was good stuff. All right. And I know I told everyone else their guns are in the car. It just made sense for the cop to have a gat on her. All right. All right. So
She's got her badge too if you need it.
Yeah, exactly. If you need proof, she'll just pistol whip you.
Yeah, I'm licensed to hate Christmas, everybody. It's fine.
So it is Dr. Johnson's turn.
Yeah, so Danielle's, clearly not still reading her book now. But she does grab the shopping bag full of books. And like as she's running away from this situation, trying to get away from these zombies, she does look at everybody else who's running and just comments to these strangers that she's running for her life with. Just says, it's actually kind of fascinating that this hasn't happened before, because did you know like every culture on the planet has some sort of zombie story? It's fascinating. Anyways, we should probably get out of here. And I need something to defend myself. So she's going to look for a sporting goods store as she's running towards where the car, the parking garage area is, if there's one on the way.
All right, I will roll a D100. Yes, there is. Yes, I was gonna say most requests like this, I'd do like a 30% chance of it going with what you said, and I rolled an 11. So
Nice.
yeah, you pass by. Hold on. The fun for me is on the spot coming up with goofy names for these. So just give me a moment. Discount balls.
She's gonna pop in there.
I'm 11.
No worries. Looking for a cricket bat.
Cricket bat. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a ball, right? Ball.
Addie's gonna definitely probably follow her in.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. All right. Did I skip you, Andy? Oh no. Okay, I see you sort of went earlier on. Okay, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, and you didn't do too much on your turn, so yeah, you can definitely follow her in. All right, MC Doggy Door. It's your turn. Thank you for making me say that this many times.
You're welcome. I wanted to hear what your reaction was, and it's never gotten old. I think he's probably, while running, he's not running as fast as everyone because his brain is like, you should get out of here. And then the MC part of his brain is like, but not before you get some samples. Because he's hearing these zombies. He's heard a couple of them say like Christmas phrases. He's like, oh my God, this could be the thing. So he's like holding the recorder out as kind of as close as he can while backpedaling away. And just trying to make sure he keeps up with the crowd. Because like his instincts are telling him, run, you fucking idiot. But he knows if he doesn't get this now, no one's going to believe him. No one's going to listen to the songs.
Definitely.
I'd say let's say like he bumps his speed down to the slowest of anyone moving in the group, just because like his personal safety isn't as important to him as getting this.
Got it. Perfectly. Get it perfectly. That makes 100% sense. All right, so yeah, you're sort of just intentionally straggling behind, getting some good clips of zombie season's greetings. There's any of them you can think. Their brains are just in such that mode, that holiday shopping mode, that it's just stuck with them after death. And we'll move on to the zombies that aren't dressed like Santa. Yeah, definitely just, the commotion of you all just sort of running away from them is sort of drawing them in, and they're going to just sort of keep trying to follow you. They're likely, at the pace that they go, you will be able to sort of easily outrun them, as long as you don't stay too long and discount balls. But yeah, we're back up to the top. It's your turn, Vic. Comment.
Right, so I feel like I was in front of that group too. So do I have my bandolier of knives on me, or did I have to leave that in the car?
I'm gonna say because you could have worn like a coat over it, and I mean, you can choose.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll have it with me. That way I got all I need. I'm not making any pit stops, and I don't know any of these people. I'm still going for the garage.
Yep. All right, as you're moving your way past, you see in about a reach distance from you, you see a couple of zombies start to come out of the store to your left. It's a shoe store called We Got Soul. Yeah, I'm not sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to move the map, but
never
I'm sorry,
apologize for puns.
We Got Soul. That was good. It was on the spot, y'all. I get bonus XP. Sorry, I'm still trying to get the hang of this. Okay, boom. Sorry, layers. Stinking layers, am I right? All right. And these particular ones sort of surprise you. So they I'd say
they're getting very close, I'm noticing.
Yeah, you in particular, they're within not melee engagement with you, but like if they had a spear, they could stick you with it probably.
Yeah,
Because they come around like some clothing racks.
you know, I can't help but know. I feel like, yes, I have my knives on me, but I think I was still running with my giant drumstick as well.
Yeah.
Which I would very much like to. The meat is all gone. I finished that thing. I would like to, if I could, crack the bone so that it's pointy and toss the remnants of the bone at these zombies.
Yes, I love that. So I'm not even going to give you any penalties because you work for the circus. You've done weirder.
Man, they've got me throwing just like sharp-pointed candy canes this season. It's
same thing.
Yeah,
just with a little sticky grease on this one.
If it helps, I do and get like the air currents of the mall before I throw.
Oh, there's a vent right above you. It's just blowing straight down. It's pretty cold.
What do I click for turkey bone toss?
Just throwing knives will work because this is ridiculous. Why not?
Do I click it? Where do I click?
Little dot.
Button type. The little dot.
Yeah.
Did it go?
All right, you got a 15 to hit.
Yeah, I did.
All right. You can go ahead and target this thing's head if you want, if that's something you think you would do, or
yeah, I think with my carnival precision, the one half of this turkey leg just goes right through one of the eyes.
All right. And you just hear the zombie go, naughty. And even though this wasn't even a Santa, but it would have been funnier if it was a Santa that said it, but whatever.
Fucking judgmental tripping asshole.
Which one do you do? Do you drop hoodie zombie number 2 or big ole zombie?
Let's go with big ol' zombie.
Big ol' zombie, all right, yeah. All right. Cool. This is fantastic. Give me 1 second. Let me grab some more zombies real quick. You guys are using all my zombies.
There's only 5 of them, right? There's a limited supply.
Using up all my zombie tokens, huh? All right, modern zombie apocalypse.
I think that means we get to the car and leave.
The zombie wants to give you a hug.
Our collective car that we all came here in.
The car, yes, the one car.
Play all flesh must go, have hot cocoa, and
that's the name.
Process their emotions.
All right, move this back up. All right, so Vic. All right, so Santa starts sprinting. Well, as much as a zombie could sort of sprint forward, so just moving one more sort of thing here. I'll just move him to the edge here just to show. This thing makes more sense whenever you're not running from something, by the way. If you're just like actually like running up and engaging things, this chart's a little easier but to use. But anyway, so once he gets kind of like within earshot distance of all of you, he starts judging whether all of you are naughty or nice, which is not good to have happen. So let me go ahead and
how accurate are his judgments? Like, does he know us to our core?
If he does, then that's actually the really terrifying part, is that yes, his judgments are very accurate, which is why it's doing gonna be doing something creepy to you. In a minute, once we get back from the break, adrenaline will wear off and fear will kick in, and we will do a nice fear test to see where everybody's at. But anyway, everyone's gonna get judged naughty or nice. Ooh, I rolled real bad. He starts just choking up on some flesh he still had kind of like in his teeth, and interrupts his judgment calls on all of you, that he starts to moan. It's like an area of effect essence pool with the like soul draining attack that I gave him. where he judges everyone. But anyway, yeah, he missed terribly, so yeah, that's why I choked on some man flesh. Anyway, so we'll move on to Emelisa. I'd say, you're just like a few steps away from being able to run up and be in melee combat with this zombie if you want, or you can go around and try and find a weapon in the sporting goods, or you can keep running down the hallway. There's a number of different things you could do in this scenario, I guess. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, just
I think Emelisa is starting to have some like really intense flashback memories to the fateful fourth Little Miss Christmas of Christmas Cove, Maine pageant, where all proverbial hell broke loose, and I think something sort of this primordial rage has broken within her, and she is going to go into the sporting goods store and find just a honkin' chonkin' aluminum baseball bat, like just the old staple. And
one of the big slugger ones.
Oh yeah, and like you'd look at her and you'd be like, that thing, like you wouldn't be able to look at that thing, let alone lift it. But like she has channeled so much of her cold dead heart into endless Pilates classes, and like she's really like swinging. She's able to swing from the core, and she's gonna kind of stand like kind of badass at the entry of the store after finding her baseball bat, and like girlfriend's ready to kick some ass.
All right, awesome. I'm gonna program your bat in real quick. It won't take me but just a second because I have the stats and stuff right here.
She's gonna really like use this opportunity to like let go. She's been working working with her therapist, has been talking about letting go of the past, and she's going to, with the business end of this baseball bat, to the dome of these unfortunate challenged individuals.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, you got the bat and you come out at the entrance of the store and you're ready to go. Annie, what are you getting out of the store?
Annie is grabbing a couple of shin guards real quick, grabbing a couple of arm guards really quick, grabbing a certain face mask that happens to be used by the goalies of field hockey.
Excellent. Yeah, you armor up. All right, well, we need to put
full field hockey stick, like the good ones.
Got it. All right, so we need to put some armor on your character sheet real quick. That's important, right? Armor, let's see.
Also, my speed is 12.
12, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 12, yep. I gotcha. All right, so I want to say your armor value is going to be D8 plus 1. So,
how do I add that? Oh, armor, there we go.
Yeah.
Type.
Just put a sports pad. Yeah, that works. And then D8. Multiplier times 1, modifier plus 1. So yeah, leave the multiplier at 1 and just set the modifier to a 1 as well, and then that should be good. So every time you're hit with something, you would roll that, and that would mitigate the damage pretty much.
Perfect. Okay.
So like if you're bitten and you roll higher than the bite damage, it like completely mitigates the bite like altogether, basically.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So you are armored up and you managed to grab a hockey stick. Because you went and like strapped some pads on real quick, I'm gonna say that you're still a little ways into the store. You're not quite as maybe close to the entrance as Emelisa, since she just went in and grabbed a bat, but you're just sort of straggling behind a bit, but you're not too far into the aisles or anything. All right, Dr. Holly Anderson, what are you up to?
Is the sporting goods store close to everybody?
Yeah, it's pretty much to the, like, we'll say if you're headed down the hallway and you're looking down the hallway, it's like just up to the right a bit. Whereas the zombies are back, like behind you a ways still a little bit.
Okay.
Well, oh, and there's also a zombie coming out of the store across the hall from the sporting goods store as well, which is the one of two zombies that was that Vic threw the chicken bone at.
Is that zombie in range?
Yes. With you and your gun, all of them are.
Okay.
In fact, if you were to shoot the one that's closest, which is the one of the two that got the turkey bone thrown at it, that would actually be considered point blank range for you.
Okay. I will shoot that one and try to keep my kid from dragging me to the sporting goods store.
Okay, got it. Come on, I want some cool armor too.
Basically, yeah, and to get a lot of baseballs.
Yeah.
Just go to my character sheet and
yeah, if you just want to roll, I can do the math real quick and figure out without making you change anything. Okay, yeah, so you technically would have got an 11 to hit and an 11 to hit and what is that? 4 and 4 more damage. Okay, so yeah, you hit for 24 damage, and that's actually enough to kill the zombie. Let's see where you hit at. All right. Go ahead and describe what it looks like, but your bullet managed to contact the upper part of the right leg.
okay.
But you do kill them.
Okay.
These zombies die when they take a certain amount of damage. You don't have to always do headshots for these zombies. By the way.
Yeah, they're more fun.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Holly doesn't say anything, but her kid says, "Yes, go, mom, kill them all."
Excellent. Yeah, you just blow this zombie's leg off. It falls down and falls limp.
Yeah, the kid is making jokes about it the whole time, and it's like, "Come on, let's get some baseballs. Let's kill more zombies. Die."
Excellent. All right, so that one's dead. All right, so the ones that are close enough to y'all to even matter without you just sort of running back and engaging are gone. Do you all want to just move sort of past this, like in combat engagement, and just sort of let's sort of narratively keep moving down the hallway a bit with some? Okay, well, this would be a good time to go ahead and do a quick 5 to 10 minute break. If you want to set us up for that, Pat. Sorry.
One more thing that Danielle wanted to do in the sporting store.
2 people. Yes, I skipped 2 people. Sorry. Yes, Danielle and MC Doggy Door. Go ahead. Y'all can go ahead and go pretty much at the same time, really.
So Danielle's just looking for a cricket bat. The like karate sparring pads, kind of the same idea that Annie had. And a like sports duffel bag to fill full of baseballs.
Okay, excellent.
And she's gonna hightail it out of there.
All right, and MC Doggy Door, how about yourself?
I think MC Doggy Door is probably looking for like a lacrosse stick, like just something that can really whip something and also potentially hit something, and is then like just filling his pockets with baseballs. He's like putting them in the mouth of the dog head and then closing it up because it's got like a little zipper where the teeth are.
Excellent. I love that.
Yeah, now it's like weighted down and it kind of keeps bouncing on his head. But he's still like, he's got the recorder at his belt. He's like, I'm gonna keep this running. Like, it's fine. Yeah. I got extra batteries.
Yeah, you're gonna get so many good sound bites after this.
It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have like months of material.
Yeah, hopefully you have that much life left. All right, so sorry, I didn't mean to skip 2 people. I just saw that the last 2 zombies that were kind of close enough to matter were dead, so I just immediately made my brain go into that mode. But yeah, so everyone, we'll go ahead and right before we wrap up for a break, we'll go ahead and say that everyone's just back out into the hallway, a little further down, kind of like out of any sort of reach from any zombies as you're heading down the hallway. But you do begin to hear a an uproar of screams coming from that direction as well. So you are gonna have the direction you're already heading has obviously got some zombies in it too somewhere. So you gotta be on the extra. Keep the heads on a swivel basically as you're moving down the hall. So yep, and that'll be a good spot to go for a break if you want that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Yeah.
if worst comes to worst, I can always throw the book at him.
Yeah, perfect. So we will take just a quick 5 to 10 minute bio. We will be right back with everybody.
Hey everybody, we are back from break and we're playing with our ring lights, so that's cool. I don't really know what I look like right now, but I'm sure it's bluish. Anyway, so we last left off, everybody was just enjoying their items at the food court, and then a Santa Claus collapsed, started convulsing, and then died. And a few seconds later came back as a zombie and started eating people. And then those people that he ate died and started eating people. And it was a rather quick affair. Much like if you've ever seen the movie World War Z, how sort of fast that is. It's kind of the vibe I was going with. The zombies themselves are, as we have found out, pretty slow though. They do not walk very fast. Some of them walk a little faster than others, but anyway, now that we're back from breaking, because I completely forgot to mention last time, if you want to sow chaos for money and pay our lovely producer some coffees, you can throw some money at at his coffee. I think you have that on the overlay, right? I don't know. I'm not looking at anything.
It is coming up, and I have it as a chat command.
All right, well, boom.
Yeah.
This chat command, you could throw some dollars at this. Unless you're in the game, don't throw any money at it. And you can do stuff like give I don't know, whatever. I forget whatever he came up with. It's there. I think I'm the one that come up with it, but I forget what he.
There's zombie elves. There's zombie reindeer. There's more zombie Santas. There's more zombie carolers.
Yeah.
There's helpful things, but I don't know if you need to know about those.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So. Whatever. It's a little expensive, but hey, I'll make sure to get good use out of it if you do it. Anyway, so everybody has now grouped up. A couple of them have armor. Most everybody's got a weapon at this stage. And they are hustling down the hallway. Overall, this hustling is going to do some endurance points of damage to you, and just an endurance, just to signify you guys kind of, are you all getting sort of worn out from hustling and running down the hallway. As you're making your way through, you do know that the outbreak has picked up down here as well. You're all starting to realize something. It seems like the origins of this outbreak seem to have, be happening all over. Let's see, what's a skill? Does anybody have any skills?
Does this outbreak, does it seem to be affecting people that are perhaps have too much or too little holiday cheer? Is there any kind of correlation there?
Not that you can tell. It's kind of hard to say. Somebody make me a notice, if you have the notice skill. Those. All right.
I don't have a notice.
Something similar that you think would help you kind of assess the situation better.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm curious, would a skill in humanities anthropology help me know about any incident like this in history and how they dealt with it, and maybe glean some insight into how to help us deal with it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that.
All right.
Could I roll streetwise, as I am familiar with the people?
I rolled notice. because I am a criminologist and I notice everything and I look at it like somebody who watches too many true crime movies.
All right. I see the 3 notice rolls. I'll get to those just in a second. And we've got a couple of failed anthropology and streetwise rolls here.
I'm not used to it. Normally, I'm on a stage when I'm looking at people.
Man, it's bath salts for sure, bro. Those of you that are from Canada may not know that there was an incident in Miami down here where a homeless man was eating another man's face because he had overdosed on bath salts. So that's where the bath salt.
I remember that.
Yeah, that went viral.
Get your news.
We've heard of Florida man.
We've heard of Florida man. Yeah, that was one of the Florida men. That was the cannibalistic.
Of the illustrious line.
We should have a game where we have to like fight Florida men.
Florida man? No, that would be fantastic. Or maybe let's subvert the role and everyone let's play as a Florida man, and then and that would be the worst.
That would just be chaos.
I don't think that's too much of a stretch for our group of people here.
I mean, isn't that just animus?
Yeah. Animus. All right. Anyway. All right. So we will go and so those of you that passed your notice, which would be Holly and Emelisa, you do notice that the more blood-covered individuals are the mall Santas and the what is that? What is that? You notice one of the elves is. Why do they have green, rotten skin? The elves, it seems they've transformed almost completely into these little goblinoid looking zombie elves. That's really weird. You see like a group of them just like take somebody down like in a clothing store and knock down like a rack of dresses as well. So it just gets covered in fabric, and you just see chaos and blood begin to soak the fabric as you're hustling past it. Yeah, that's possibly the strangest thing you've seen. Let's go ahead and we'll do a little fear test, see where everybody's at. If everybody can go ahead and tap the word difficult on to the right side of their willpower stat. Good so far, so good. Ooh, y'all. Oh. All right. But yeah, and that is for of those curious, that is on the Persona Gem tab. I just love that word. Oh Lord, Holly, come on. What was that? What was that, Holly? All right, so is that
the 2 people who noticed too?
Yes, this is just everybody that like I said when we got back from the break, everybody's adrenaline was going to kind of wear off a little bit once they got a little bit of a group and safety numbers vibe, and then sort of like, oh shit, what is really going on check. And I just sort of seeing the elves sort of prompted me to remember to do it. Or describing the elves being so creepy and monstrous, which I have a name I've coined for them, by the way, which I'm really proud of. They're called Zomblins.
See, if we had drama points, I could use one.
I know, if you had drama points, you could use one. I'll run Buffy sometime, I said. Or actually, I'll make my fiance roll Buffy because she's like has an encyclopedic knowledge of it, and it'll be awesome. But anyway, she's never ran anything though, so I just feel like that should be her first. Anyway, I digress. So those of you that failed, which is just Emelisa and Holly, let's see if I remember how to do this because it's been a minute. All right, so Emelisa and Holly, what is your willpower score? Just total score.
3.
3. I think you're muted. Sorry, Nikki. Was it 2?
2.
2. Okay. All right. So I'll roll for Emelisa first. 6, and then I'll roll for you next. Ooh, that sucks. All right. So All right, so looks like both of you. Okay, all right, I see it. This is a little difficult to read, so it took me a minute to remember how it works. Anyway, so let's see, who did I roll for first? Okay, yeah, Emelisa. Emelisa, you are shaken. So for the next 2 turns of so probably so for the next like 2 skill checks I get from you, since we're not going to be doing traditional combat turns, you're going to get a -2 penalty, and you also lose 1 of your essence points.
All right.
And this is something you were doing already, Holly. Holly and Child. You start to haul ass away frantically, mainly worried about your child, and you lose 2 essence points. So those are like your soul, your essence points. So if you go to 0, then you pretty much pass out from like a heart attack, pretty much, or like wander off into a crowd of zombies, something sort of like, strange and esoteric, and like a little crazy maybe. But yeah, so you lose 2 essence pools, so everybody should have 14 of those starting. But anyway, yeah, so you start running it kind of against your will in that direction. I'm not gonna take control of your character other than that, because I want you still have control of your character, but you would be sort of just full on fleeing at this stage, which everyone is anyway, so you kind of go fit along with everyone else. All right, and so moving down this hallway, there's various terrible things you're encountering. Fountains, fountains filled with bodies and blood, to the point of even dripping blood down from their waterfalls. Mall security attempting to fight back the hordes and being overtaken. People running into various bathrooms and other stores with hordes of zombies, following them in, and screams coming out afterwards. Children running and hiding in, stores and stuff as their parents fight off zombies and are overtaken. Just all sorts of terrific sights and mayhem. A couple of you almost, we'll say, 6 of you, let's say, Dr. Danielle and, dang it, Pat, you didn't change your Roll20 display name to your character's name, man. Come on. Owen, why do I keep calling you Owen? Vic.
It's because Owen is my water character.
Yeah, that's it. Jesus Christ, don't you hate it when like your brain's like, I'm gonna reference this weird thing that's also in here, but that you don't need. Yeah. So Vic, you two stumble as you're making your way through, whether it's the type of shoes you're wearing or just having to walk over a body or run over bodies. But let's go ahead and have everybody make me one. We'll do this one at a time, just so the rolls don't get too out of hand. Does everybody have the dodge skill?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
All right. If you don't have the dodge skill, if you do have the dodge skill, stay there on the skills thing, ready to roll it. If you don't have the dodge skill, then back up to the Personagem tab, and you're going to be rolling the word difficult after dexterity instead.
I have the skills escapism and acrobatics. Could either of those
I
help?
was just gonna say, can I roll acrobatics?
Acrobatics,
I don't know if escapism is like getting out of like a fucking straitjacket or like a magic escape.
Yeah, that would be like getting out of a tight like a escape artist, like in D&D or something. But yeah, you can use acrobatics if you have it. So Holly, go ahead and make that difficult dexterity a second time, since you don't have. So you determine that your character doesn't have the dodge skill. Nikki. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, you're muted.
Well, you told me to do that, but yeah.
No, I know. It's a good habit to get in. But yeah, no, it's okay. It happens all the time.
So dexterity difficult again?
Yes, make it a second time. Yeah, just so we can go ahead and get the numbers to each. Okay. All right, we will get back to that. Obviously, we're just going to get all the numbers out of the way first. This is just like kind of like a skill challenge as you all are making your way through this hallway, and undead are like reaching out at you, and you're having to avoid tripping over bodies, stray, stray projectiles might be flying through with people trying to maybe not projectiles, but thrown weapons, like people throwing things at zombies, trying to get them off of them, certain things like that flying by you, and people trying to protect themselves, and just general distress from hearing all the screams and stuff as you're running through. So we will go with let's see, Annie, go ahead and roll your dodge or difficult dexterity, whichever one you have. All right, roll it twice, yeah. All right, and then MC Doggy Door.
It's really just a joy to hear you say it every time.
I'm gonna say it every time too, because I like calling out the characters' names to help me remember them. So I'm never gonna forget yours ever until I'm dead.
Okay, stop stealing all the good rolls, people.
Apparently, jeez.
Yeah, roll one more acrobatics as well.
Oh, okay.
2 rolls from everybody. No, it's all good. All right. And you're just like, cartwheel, Dark Souls roll.
I'm used to driving bottles and stuff on stage, so this is not that new to me.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Plus, you're a break dancer. All right. Let's see. Emelisa. Yeah.
I'm assuming that there's no way that I can argue that I should be able to roll haggling for this check.
No, because they're while they can talk and sing Christmas carols, that their haggling skills are dead within them.
Could I intimidate them with like a rousing rendition of like some old Latin angry Christmas song?
If
or something else that I'm good at. I could just do what you've asked me to do too, and not be a total jerk.
No, I was just gonna jokingly say, if like some mall hooligan comes and tries to like take your bags from you, then we can talk about intimidate. But all right, so a very bad check and a decent check. Cool.
Yep.
All right, and Vic.
Yes. 2 acrobatics, you said?
Yeah. Yep. And you can go ahead and roll yours right after Daniel.
All right. Dodge. 9.
All right, roll it again. 2 rolls from everybody. Sorry.
Oh, okay. 12.
It's Godfrey. All right. All right. So we will go. We will just sort of. I'm just gonna sort of go in a random order. That way, it's not always like certain people going last and stuff. But all right. So Emelisa, what does your failed dodge check of 5 damage look like? You are it is not a bite, it's more of like a thrashing or like a zombie pushing into you, and you tripping and smacking into something like that, you know what I mean? So some sort of blunt damage. 5 damage has been done to you. So go ahead and describe to us what the failed roll looks like.
So I imagine like Emelisa is like heading down the hallway and she's looking like very Sarah Connor badass. You know what I mean? Like she somehow found eye black and has like in the fray like ripped off the sleeves of her very expensive business suit and like tied a strip of fabric around her head for reasons that like we don't really know yet, and maybe she doesn't either. And I feel like she sort of is having this almost like the Deer Hunter Apocalypse Now sort of moment. And in her mind's eye, she is seeing herself in like a beautiful pageant gown with like really awkward braces and like this like smile and like her, but her gown looks like a Christmas tree, and she's got like a Christmas tree tiara, and she has just finished her what will be her 4th year in a row winning rendition of O Tannenbaum in the original German. And there's a creaking sound above her head, and as this like vision is in her mind, she's like sort of stopping in the hallway and like being a little bit like disoriented, and you see a piece of the lighting rig in her pageant auditorium comes down and actually like lays waste to the entire lineup of all of the other contestants behind her. And you just sort of see, it looks almost like Carrie, where she is just this Christmas tree, like coated in blood, and just this like look of just utter horror on her face. Flash cut back to her in the hallway, stopping, right? With this same look of horror on her face, and totally just whiffing it as the zombie sort of reaches out for her. Such is the thick of her haze of that fateful, the last ever Little Miss Christmas pageant in Christmas Cove, Maine.
Little Miss Christmas Massacre is what they called it in the newspapers.
Yeah, they actually reverted back to Puritanism after that. It was like a whole thing.
Oh Lord! All right, I feel like that was a veil
Butters?
or something.
Butters,
but anyway,
come
we'll
on,
move on.
sweetie. It's gonna be okay. Come on, Butters.
But all right. So the 10, you got a 10 success on your dexterity. So what does your graceful dodge of overcoming danger look like as you're later on down the hallway?
I think she comes down the hallway and she gets like gritted determination. She has moved on. She will not relive that horrific pageant anymore. And another zombie swipes out at her, and she just sort of recalling the days of her 3rd pageant title win, of her solo performance of the entirety of the Nutcracker, just remembers her like waltz of the sugar plum fairy moves and does a like artful sort of pirouette, swinging one of her legs in her fabulous Power Bitch heel boots over the head of the zombie as it lunges at her, to continue landing on her feet and of course continuing down the hallway, baseball bat in hand.
Excellent. And I didn't clarify, but during these successful dodge attempts, you can include like little things like whacking something and knocking it back or something like that as well, if you want to just.
Oh yeah, she 100% domes the zombie that is trying to get her.
Excellent.
when she successfully does it. I mean, it's a very artful sort of a thing.
Excellent, beautiful. We will move on to Annie. You passed both of your dodge checks, so describe to us 2 instances of you artfully preserving your life as you're hauling ass to the garage.
So, Annie's on the field hockey team. That's how. She is just like, the footwork is on point. These are just obstacles in her way. These aren't even people anymore. They're just dangerous. And all she really wants right now is to go home and find her mom and dad and make sure they're okay.
Yeah. Don't blame her.
And maybe this will just be a really, really horrible nightmare.
All right. And your second successful dodge attempt, what does that one look like?
That looks like a zombie suddenly coming lunging for her, and her just like whacking it across the face with like in a backhand sort of thing with the stick. And those sticks are heavy.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Those sticks are. You get hit with a hockey stick, you're gonna end up with like a bone bruise. You get hit with a field hockey stick, your leg is broken.
Of course, the Canadians went for the hockey route.
It was either that or lacrosse, and lacrosse isn't as dangerous.
I went for lacrosse. Like
I know, of course you did. I figured like if I went for field hockey, you probably go for lacrosse. I mean, neither one of us went for basketball, which is a Canadian invention.
I love that the American picked up the baseball bat. You know, just good old fashioned. No, that's
so yeah, she's like whacked it the fuck away from the group as it kind of started lunged towards them.
all right. Yeah, this one and just like stumbles back.
It's like happy fucking holidays.
All right, excellent. So we will move over to Danielle. You passed both of yours, so if you could describe us 2 instances of self-preservation.
Sure. So Danielle's running along, and she's got like the bag full of books slung over one shoulder, and she's kind of wearing the duffel bag full of baseballs like a backpack, and holding this cricket bat, and I think she's just running along, ducking and weaving, from the little swipes here and there. Excuse me. And then I think there's this one particularly drooly, just gruesome, gore-covered zombie that just charges right towards her. And for the first one, she just takes that cricket bat and just like pokes it into its chest and just deflects to the side and keeps running. And then for that last one, since that was a particularly good roll, I think she was running down this hallway, and 2 zombies kind of charge down both sides of this hallway. They've got their arms out, and it's not quite a clothesline type maneuver that they're going for, but it's close. And she's got a good speed going up, and she's got padding on her shins, so she just drops down to her knees and slides underneath the arms and keeps going.
I absolutely love that. That was good. All right, yeah. Just squeaks as you go through and sort of echoes into the hallway, the empty mall hallway. All right. Let's see. Who have I not done? Let's see. We'll go with Holly, someone who failed. So Holly, let's see. You only took one damage from your failed roll, but what does it look like? So again, you're not bitten or anything, but you're just like sort of like startled enough to hurt yourself or grabbed, gripped.
Okay, I got it.
Or something. Anyway, I'll start up.
Okay, so Holly she's actually grabbed her kid and they're running. They're doing really well, and then you hear a really bad version of Santa Claus is coming to town. It's her phone ringing. And Annabelle says,
Santa Claus is coming to town.
And Annabelle says, it's Dad calling. It's Dad calling. Pick it up. Answer. And Holly's like, no, we're running from zombies. But she does answer. And then she just gets this look of horror on her face when she gets the call, and she drops the phone. And that's why she misses her dodge.
Oh, okay. Luckily, you bought like 3 or 4 phones or something. Like we got a few phones.
Oh yeah, lots of phones.
Lots of phones. We're good on phones.
Everybody gets a phone today.
All right. Yeah. All right. And what about the one that you succeeded on? What does that look like?
She starts to gather herself together, and then her daughter says, "What happened, Mom? What happened?" And she says, "The holiday party is off. We're never doing that again." And then I said, "We're going to kill these zombies. We're going to get home and we're moving." And then she grabs her gun and they start running.
Excellent. I've got an idea. If someone does die before this one shot is over, their job is to say Christmassy things in their best zombie voice, like whenever their turn comes back around.
Now I want to die.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. All right, so let's see. Did anyone else fail? Emelisa, you failed yours. We did that already. So MC Doggy Door and Vic Comet are the only two that haven't gone, right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with MC Doggy Door first.
I was like,
wanna
oh, you made it. You didn't giggle. Okay, so I think the MC, because I didn't even think of an actual name for this goober. I think he's like running down with everyone else, and he's occasionally just like unzipping the mouth enough, kind of like shaking out a baseball into the lacrosse net and then whipping it back.
What a weird tactic.
So yeah, I think he's doing that kind of like almost breakdancing, but just making it look like it's a move. Like he's doing kind of like a dance move. He's spinning around as he's doing it, and like kicking off a wall as he's getting the baseball back out. He honestly, I think a lot of it's muscle memory. Like he's just going right through the moves he would normally do on stage, like just kind of being as bombastic as possible. So yeah, that's the first one. And then the second one is it the same kind of like move?
Yeah, you basically just describe two sort of like positive instances of you like preserving yourself in some way, like
okay,
thwarting a zombie, dodging a zombie, whatever sort of way you want.
I think I know what the next one is. As he's doing all this, he failed to notice that obviously there's more than zombies around him than just behind him. And as one like grabs onto his arm, he whips his head around, but forgets that the head is full of baseballs still, and it just clocks the zombie enough for him to get away. Like it's not even his own plan; he just chances out of it.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
All right. And then Vic Comet, you passed both of yours really well, so go ahead and describe.
Sure. So I think the first one is I see like a big clump of zombies kind of like right in front of me, but there's also one of those like big planters kind of right along the side, but it is just like slick with blood, and using my circus trained acrobatics, I like make a running jump and then just use the blood to essentially like slip and slide my way past. I'm very bloody afterwards, but it is very minimal work on my part.
Real grind with a skateboard.
Yep. I think that's the first instance, and then I think the second instance is I'm running forward, and I see there's just a big crowd in front of me, and I'm starting to lose hope, and then I remember Rudy Dash when the circus was closing down, just reaching out to all of us individually, and then coming to me and just telling me as long as there was Christmas spirit still in this town, I would always have a home here. And I look at the reindeer that I'm still carrying for him, the stuffed reindeer, and of course it's got voice activation in it. So I activate the voice of his reindeer. I toss it over the crowd of zombies to get their attention, and then one of those fucking little holiday trains that go around the mall is coming. Like somebody's just dead on the gas at this point, so it's just going. And so the distraction of this reindeer gives me the opportunity to cut through the zombie crowd and just do like a running vault over this train. And then of course I catch the reindeer on the other side.
Of course you do. Yeah. Yes. No, perfectly. All right. That was beautiful. So you've all a few cuts and bruises, but after a few cuts and bruises have made your way to the garage. We're about to be rounding the corner to where our timelines match with the flash forward that we had at the start of the episode. Just before that, everyone go ahead and take 4 endurance points of just from the length of time that you were all running, basically.
How many were we supposed to have lost already?
I don't remember.
It was 2 from before, I believe.
So,
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
That's still plenty.
Yeah. All right. And so you're rounding the corner as you were in the flash forward, and the zombie carolers form together and begin to sing Deck the halls with boughs of holly. And then they start to sing the next verse, and right as that you hear, and you see a Santa zombie, and two little Zomblin elves on each side, which are zombie goblins, by the way, on either side, come riding in, barreling over all of the carolers and crushing them into a heap. The zombie hops off and goes, "Hoo, hoo, hoo," and the two little zombie goblins dressed like Santa's helpers hop off with sharpened two-handed candy canes, and the zombie reindeer that were pulling the sled that barreled over all of the carolers just like ride off further on away into the parking garage. And we will go ahead and just, if everyone can click their tokens. Actually, since it's getting late, we'll just do this in a little bit of a faster way. So what I will just, give me a second. This will be a little bit better. We'll do group initiative. And it'll be a little bit faster, I think. We got a Santa. Wait. Wrong zombie. Come here, business office zombie. I'm trying to grab a goblin. Yeah, I bought zombie goblins, so I had to make it to where the elves turned into goblins also, just to match my tokens. Plus, it was cool when I thought about it. Anyway, so we'll just sort of put them over here, because they're not too far away from you as you round the corner, and you're just eyeballing the exit. You are right next to all of your vehicles. Coincidentally, you all parked sort of kind of near each other. It's all fate. And those of you that have weaponry in your vehicles, this is the time where you can easily spend like a round going and opening up the door and grabbing it. Like if you have a gun in your car. And I know some of you have, like your ATV's parked over there. You can see your shotgun underneath like the little carrot or the little storage area on the back.
It's lockbox. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Excellent. All right. So, so those of you with
I may
guns,
not have ever touched a gun, but I do know gun safety.
yeah.
Holly already has her gun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So what we will do here, let me get this initiative. So we're using MC Doggy. No, we're not. I accidentally kicked MC Doggy Door as the one we were gonna use as the token, but I just refuse. The token that represents the whole group. Anyway. All right. So which one of you has actually just whoever wants to roll initiative? We'll say probably we'll let the circus performer roll initiative because he probably has the highest dex. So go ahead and just roll initiative, circus man. And you can just roll for the whole group. And basically what it's gonna be like is every time it's y'all's round, y'all can just kind of sort of go in whatever order you want. All right, so we will put the 17. All right, and then I guarantee you Santa's probably not going to get that much. An 8. Yeah, okay. So it's definitely, your whole group's going to go before Santa and his two elves, basically, who are just sort of standing there lumbering, facing you down, blocking your way through the exit. So whoever among you wants to go first can go ahead and go.
Are the elves are short, right?
Yes, they're like, you could tell they used to be like average height humans who just sort of like warped and shrunk and like hunched over and like their skin turned green and started to rot. They like somehow transformed, like some sort of weird mutation happened with their version of the zombie virus.
Okay. Holly's not going to go first, but she is going to say that she wants to shoot Santa in the head.
Okay, yeah, I like that plan. Oh no, she just left.
Oh no.
Well, I like that. Oh, there we
There
go.
we go, yeah.
You shoot Santa in the head successfully. Yay! No, I'm just kidding. We'll get back to that.
Some revenge fantasies.
All right, so yeah, and if anybody else wants to, just sort of in character, sort of strategize like she's doing, also, but not actually go, you can do that as well. So, but whoever wants to go.
I think Danielle's just getting some of those baseballs out of that duffel bag now, and passing them out to anybody that wants them.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, and you can if you want, you have another action if you want to like throw one or do whatever your plan is to do with the baseball bats.
Can Annabelle have one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Danielle got like a duffel bag full of them, so just just grab the whole box and just stuffed it into a.
Okay. So you just want to say she's spending her whole round just basically making sure everybody's got one, whatever, if they want one. Okay.
Can Emelisa do that thing where you like throw the ball up in the air and then hit it with your bat?
Yeah, definitely. Let's see what we will just roll. We'll just roll the bat.
Love that.
The bat damage, just for sake of time and ease and everything, because we're already which we started late. So, a 6 to hit.
What is that damage?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yep. Yeah, no, that makes sense because it's like a multiplier of 3.
Yeah.
Other stuff. But yeah, you missed, so it doesn't matter. So the bat actually, or the ball puts a huge dent in the door that you're trying to make your way to, like a massive dent. It would have like knocked a zombie's head off had you hit him with it.
Is it? Did Emelisa just hit her own car?
No, you hit the door, the exit door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry. The exit door of the garage. Sorry, I didn't clarify that. But yeah, and you hear Santa go, "Naughty girl." So yeah.
Can I get more balls?
Yeah, you can get more balls. Yeah. All right. Who else wants to go that hasn't gone yet?
I mean, I got a whole bandolier of knives I could start throwing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I guess I'll start with whichever elf looks the most shifty.
All right. There's one of them dual wielding broken and sharpened candy canes. He looks the shiftiest one.
Oh.
2 damage. All right. Yeah. Let's see where you hit him though. Let's see. I've got this awesome D4. Okay. Yeah, you hit him in the head. What you managed to actually kill him. What does it look like?
I think maybe I do like I get fancy with it. I do some fucking like trick shot that I've been working on. I like bounce it off of like a car hood and it like goes into the back of his head.
No. And you just hear like a small thud with some bells jingling.
I mean, he didn't. Something was going on there. It was probably a mercy at this point.
Yeah, exactly. All right, awesome. I love that you just keep one-shotting things and you're like a knife thrower. It's honestly just perfect. But yes, no. For those curious, I am rolling this. I don't know if you can see it. I'm rolling this D12 hit placement die from Q Workshop. If you're interested, it's actually quite handy. I use it for most of my games where I just want to add a little bit of randomness into some hit placement stuff. I particularly like it in zombie games though, for obvious reasons. All right, and so whoever else wants to go who hasn't gone. And remember, if you've said something, that's not considered taking your turn. Like so in Nikki's case, like she can still.
Who's dead?
One of the elves. Sorry, let me mark it real quick.
Sorry, I blanked out for a second and then.
No, it's okay.
I was confused.
A little dual wielding elf zombie, zomblin, whatever you want to call it.
The shiftier of the two elves.
The shiftier of the two just got a knife thrown into its head, and while it only did 2 damage, I rolled on the hit placement die, and he got a headshot, so he managed to
Well,
I'm
he
gonna
probably
have,
was going to rob us anyway. So
Yeah, is a goblet.
I'm. Oh, sorry.
So you're good. I was just gonna say, so once Danielle has finished helping people get baseballs, uh, I do want her to run in with the cricket bat and start attacking things. Just letting you know, because I'm a little confused on like when she can go. So just let me know. And
Oh
then
no, it's okay. No. If you want to basically, you basically get like a movement action and a standard action. So I will say that passing out the balls was a movement action. If you want to like move up as your other action.
Yeah, she'll have the cricket bat out, and is just getting ready to whack anything that gets close to the group.
Yeah, and just to clarify, I'm doing group initiative basically, so you guys can and just once you know that you've basically used a movement and a standard action essentially, then your turn's basically used up. So that way, each round of combat, you can all sort of go at a different turn tactically and stuff, and sort of like, oh, we'll let Dr. Anderson go first this time, or we'll let Vic go first next time, that sort of thing. Anyway, I'll sort of try and help keep up with it a little bit better, but
Cool.
all right. And so who else hasn't? Let's see. All right, go ahead, Annie.
Annie's got her shotgun, right?
Yeah, you run in like essentially with your move
Annie's
action.
got a gun, right?
Yeah, Annie's got a gun. Yeah, you go in and get your gun, and
Yep.
you have.
Annie's coming back and she's screaming, "Hey, you sick old fuck!" at Santa as she's shooting him.
All right, awesome. Right around that same time, since we're on group initiative, we'll say that Holly is lining up her shot on Santa as well. So both of y'all can go ahead and just roll. So are you lining up a headshot, right, Holly? Okay, so you have to get at least a 13 to nail that headshot instead of a 9. You missed by 2. Oh, you both missed. Your shots ring out and echo, hurting everyone's ears because you're down in like a concrete parking garage.
look, Holly's upset.
Yeah, definitely. Has anyone not gone this round?
Oh, me. I
Oh,
haven't gone.
Oh yeah, DJ, whatever.
MC Doggy Door.
DJ Dongo
Um, so there's one elf thing, like what did you call them? Elflin? Zombling, that's the one. One Zombling and Santa's left, right?
Yeah. Big old Santa. He
Big
looks like
old
small Santa.
I think he's gonna rush the Zomblin with a lacrosse stick, but instead of like going in for a club, he's gonna try and spear it. He's just gonna run in like he's got a spear or a javelin almost.
Okay,
That's using your holiday spirit,
right? So let's. What would you like me to roll for that?
Okay,
I do have hand weapon club, but I don't know that applies.
Okay, so yeah, that would be it. We would just for the sake of. So you're in reach, and then you're in straight up melee, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
getting really close.
Did you move your token up, Raven?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. Sweet. That's awesome. You rock. Because I was like, did I do that?
Okay. You were cool with hand weapon club?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. That's a 10. That's
like
a
if
10.
for a longer campaign, I'd get you to put new stats down.
Of course, yeah.
A 10, yeah. Okay, did I not have your? Okay, hold on.
Have a damage deck to
it. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Because you don't have a club in your character. Okay, so let me see.
Do you want a D4 or a D6? Because I can roll that real quick.
Let me look real quick. Let me scroll up a little bit. I can actually give you accurate damage since it's not programmed in at all. And so you're basically using it like a spear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me didn't scroll up far enough. Sorry. All right. Yeah, we can. You're basically using it. Okay. So a D6 times your strength.
Oof. Okay.
And if you're using it two-handed, it would be your strength plus 1. So what's your strength?
My strength is 2, so it'd be 3. So what? 3 times 3? Is that
Yeah.
what it would end up being? So 9 total.
All right, and that's on Santa or yeah,
On
that
the Zombie. Yeah.
all right, yeah, the Zombie. All right, so you did 9 damage to it. All right,
And I was going like center mass, so not a headshot.
okay. Well, how about I roll and we'll see.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That way, because you can accidentally get the headshot if I roll. It's like a 1 in
Or I
12.
could go for a foot.
Yeah, you can miss a little bit. Go for the. You actually, you're going down for the midsection. You end up sticking him right into the left thigh and kind of immobilize him a bit. Actually, with
Okay.
I'm gonna put like a little snail here. He's gonna move even slower now. And then all right, and so that's everybody for that round, correct? Everybody's had a chance to go. Essentially, did we do Nikki's shot? No, Nikki missed. That's right. All right, so we will go on to the undead's turn. Since we're engaged here, we'll start in the middle and sort of work our way out. Is that a spot? Oh no, okay. I was like, what is that spot? That's the snail I put on there. I need to zoom in a little bit. I thought there was like a black spot on my screen. I was trying to wipe it off. It was the little snail icon I put on the guy. I'm like, what the?
I've done that before.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. This is my first time ever GMing on stream. I don't know if you can tell. But okay. So
You're doing great.
thank you. So the goblin is going to the Zomblin, sorry. Season's greetings. And is going to attempt to whack you, good friend, zombie. I just would like to point out that the regular zombie stats, like if you were getting fought by a mall patron, I just labeled them as zombie with holiday cheer. But so in this case, you are getting fought with an actual Zomblin. Giant candy cane. Ooh, nasty. All right, so I rolled a 10, which means I re-roll. So in the case of so this game's got exploding dice, but only kind of. So if you roll a 10, you roll a 10 again, but then subtract 5 from it, and minimum of 1, and that's just an additional bonus. So in this case, I rolled a 6, subtract 5 from it, minimum 1. So I got a 16 to hit you total, which is very good, which is going to increase the damage a bit. So that's 6 times 2. What happened, right? So this is going to do 14 damage to you. This candy cane.
Where does it hit?
Yeah, good question. You stabbed him in the leg. He comes around and smacks you in the opposite one.
Oh no!
Leaving like a big, like thick bruise across the top of the leg.
Oh, okay.
Rupturing the skin even. Yeah, he's got a blunt weapon. This one. The other one sharpened.
That's what I was worried about. I'm like, did I just get stabbed?
Yeah, I meant to say that actually. The one with sharpened canes was one shot by our circus master. All right, and then Santa's going to obviously roll into attempt to roll into melee. He can move a good bit, so he's going to roll into melee with Danielle. So he basically pulls you into the melee column with him, and he just sort of runs up. And around that same time, everybody go ahead and make me a willpower check, just regular, because he's judging you all naughty. Well, actually, don't make the willpower yet. Let me roll. I gotta roll naughty or nice. A naughty or nice check first. Okay.
Mechanically, is this him checking his list twice?
Yes, exactly. He checks the list twice, and this is kind of an ongoing, or this is kind of like an effect he can just sort of do it once per combat, basically. And so everybody make a willpower test, minimum of 9 to avoid 2 damage here. Oh, good lord, you aren't rolling difficult, are you? Just rolling regular, the word willpower this time. Okay, so those of you that got less than a 9, take a 2 essence pool.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. Every time that you talk about the Santa checking the naughty list, what I hear in my head, anybody who ever watched Courage the Cowardly Dog as a kid,
Yes.
and that one narrator who would say naughty, like really long and drawn out like that. That's what I hear in my head every time you talk about it.
Excellent. That's exactly what it sounds like. Naughty.
It makes me laugh every time.
Excellent. Well, that's exactly what I'm referencing then, without realizing. All right. So the naughty or nice list is checked, and this is the final encounter. We're no longer pulling the punches. We're gonna try and bite you.
All right.
All right. Make a dodge test or just a regular dexterity.
Okay.
Or sorry,
Dodge.
difficult dexterity if you don't have dodge.
I do have dodge.
Okay. All right, all you have to do is pass. You don't have to
Nice.
you don't have to beat their number or anything.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so because it's so close, you get grappled by Santa for a bit, and his bloody gore-covered beard's like really just in your face, and he's trying to nip at your nose. Because
Get out of here with that Jack Frost bull crap, Santa.
exactly, exactly, and then you just clunk them with the cricket bat enough to step back off of them. You're still in melee engagement with them, but no longer essentially being grabbed at. All right, and so we'll go back to so basically it's only 2 enemies. So we'll the reindeer that were running off, the zombie reindeer, they're still just sort of like running around like the shop or the garage, and they're basically running in circles kind of around it like a track, so it's almost inevitable that they're going to sort of loop back around at some point. So if they keep sort of heading around in that mode. So yeah, nobody wants to mess with that. Let's see, and it's funny because one of them is like one of them sort of like leading the way with like someone's heart like stuck to his nose.
I was about to ask if there was any chance that the garage was too foggy that they couldn't find their way back.
Yes, actually, a zombie knocked over the knocked the fire suppression switch on down there, and it sent some fire suppression fog into the air. So there's just like a zombie Rudolph leading the way.
Hey, if they come around again, can Annabelle's phone do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Of course, it starts playing now. Just to go ahead and get it started. Get this party started. Anyway, I could sing that, but I don't want to. So it's all right. It's the group's turn. So usually the way I do with group initiative is start with melee and kind of work out. So those of you in kind of melee combat might want to handle your business first, and then we can kind of go back to the people in range. Y'all can actually do it in whatever order you want, though. I'm just letting you know kind of like typically what I end up doing by default, but that's not necessarily the best way.
Yeah, Danielle is very annoyed that her entire mall trip has been very, very much so ruined, and now she's having to talk to people and interact with the world around her, and that's not okay. So she's just gonna smack this Santa with the cricket bat as hard as she possibly can.
Excellent. I believe in you. Zombies don't.
What do I roll for that? Would it be the same as a punch, or is there anything special I need to do for the bat?
Let me see. Okay, let me go ahead and just program it in real quick because it takes like literally a matter of seconds. Let me just gotta remember your character's name.
Danielle.
Yeah, Matt. That's Matt.
Danielle Johnson.
Do you have any hand weapon club skill? Let's see. No, you don't have any. You're a nerd. Let's see, and then one of you other people has a club too. How much damage did I make it do? D6 times 3, was it?
That's 3, yeah.
All right, and let's see. You might be, your strength is only at 2, so yours is only going to be D6 times 2. Oh no, it's two-handed, so yeah, it would be 3. All right, you are set with your cricket bat.
Awesome.
Oh, actually, label it. Boom. There we go.
Love it.
All right, so now you can roll it.
Okay. Let's see
All
if
right.
this hits.
All you got to do is hit.
Fingers crossed.
These two brain. Oh, no! All right. All right. It just bounces off his belly. No, doesn't seem to.
Daniel will just look at that and be like, huh, maybe it really is made out of jelly.
Yeah, exactly. All the cookies. All right. And so, do you want to go next? MC Dog Catcher or whatever the hell your name is.
I know. I was gonna say, I know you're doing it on purpose. Yeah, I think since he's got this one like Zomblin on the spear, I think he's gonna try for the Christmas shish kebab and try and spear Santa as well with it.
All right, excellent.
Because that seems like the reasonable thing to do.
Of course, yeah.
So okay, so hand weapon club again. That's a 9. That which is by.
All right, and then
it's what D6 times
3. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll program that in for you as well in a second. Oh, 12 damage to Santa. Okay, yeah, he's still up, but he's
and where does he spear him?
All right, yeah, the upper part of his upper part of his left arm.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm holding onto his arm with a Zomblin's leg, like
and it's sort of dangling there, swinging at you too.
And I think at that point he's just kind of yelling like, "Take the shot! Take the shot!"
All right, yep. And then now the rest of you, those of you in the back, what are y'all gonna do? Who wants to go next?
I mean,
somebody yelling, "Take the shot!" I'm gonna take the shot.
Can Holly try to shoot Santa again?
Yeah, anybody that wants to shoot can basically just roll their shots all at the same time, like a firing squad.
I'm gonna toss some knives in on this firing squad too.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna run up and hit it with a baseball bat once all of the bullets are done.
Yeah, smart move. No, oh shit. Oh my god! All right, yep.
And he just exploded Santa.
Is this all going towards Santa?
A baseball.
Oh yeah.
All right, what'd you say, Jay?
I was saying Emelisa could bat a baseball at it as well.
Oh yeah, you want to do that?
Sure.
Or you said you want to run in and melee and help finish off what's left. That also works. You'll be able to do that easily in this one turn. All right, so let's resolve this chaos first.
Okay, one thing.
Go ahead.
If he does, never mind. We'll see what happens first, and then I'll do it.
Let's roll possible. All right, so just to confirm, Annie and Holly are both shooting at Santa, and Vic, are you trying to kill Santa also?
I don't know. It's just to clarify, is this Zombel Flynn thing, is it like dangling on Santa now? It's like flailing around as a moving target?
Yeah, but it's like kind of like its leg muscle is basically all in the sinews, all that's really holding it there, and it's kind of slowly ripping, so he's bound to sort of just fall off.
I think I might go for that because it feels like the more difficult target. Like it feels like if this was a carnival game, that one would be worth more points.
All right, so bullets travel faster than throwing knives, so we will resolve the bullets first.
I mean, some of them do. You haven't measured my knives, but sure.
Sure, whatever. With your bullets. 6,000 feet per second. It's so fast. Anyway, I used to be real into guns, right? I live in Alabama. It's just part of growing up. No, I'm just kidding. But I did have one. I'll get rid of it. All right, so let's go ahead and roll and see where these hits. All right, the shotgun. All right. So, yeah, you all blast Santa Annie, your bird shot, it has like a fairly tight spread to it based on your distance from Santa. So you end up basically like peppering his chest and causing blood to splatter out and shredding his suit up top. And Holly, you land a shot in Santa's gut and cause the thing to rupture. And there's just some gut bits sort of just dangling there over his belt. He still seems to be up though, but doesn't look too well intact. And Vic, you managed to throw your knife and completely sever the leg that was hit before. We'll say you picked up one of your bigger like butcher knives that you like to juggle or whatever, and you just chunked it or whatever, and sever that zombie's leg, and it's still alive as well, but not doing too well. Obviously, if it's missing a leg. Let's see. I'll just put like, yeah, it's got a snail on it already. I feel like it's about as slow as I can get with these symbols. But anyway,
they're a leg up on him.
Oh yes, that's exactly what we.
I mean, they are on their last leg.
Damn it, y'all! I swear to you, I had this plan. I had this whole thing planned where every time you landed a shot on something, I was going to do this. Do little blood splatters on it, but whatever. It's not working that great. So
I think it's great.
All right, thank you.
I love it. Yeah. It was good.
All right, and so let's see. Yes, Santa's still up, and then so basically we've got the obnoxious lady. It's her turn. Her turn left. Everyone else is.
Emelisa is gonna run in to the fray now that the shots have been unfired, and she's just gonna bring the baseball bat down on this mass of zombified parts. And as she does so, she's just gonna raise her baseball bat above her head with all of the rage and hatred and inflexibility of her soul, and she's going to say, I should have been Little Miss Christmas of Christmas Cove, Maine 4 years in a row. And she's going to bring the baseball bat down onto whichever of these speared things is like. I was saying Santa, if Santa's still up.
Yeah, Santa definitely was the reason why you didn't win. He didn't choose you.
Yeah, smashes it right down. Because, like, and the sort of camera pans out and you're back in her, like, flashback memory. And you see like a Santa who was like a judge, but like also related to one of the other contestants, like
of course,
like the scorecards earlier. And like then they lock eyes as the bar comes down and she's covered in blood and the other Santa like runs away. And so she's going to bring her baseball bat down. And now that she's had that dramatic moment, probably whiff horrifically, which will be great for everyone. But
oh, I know.
The Russian Santa only gave her a 6.5.
All right. You take Santa down. What is it? What does the rest of the kill look like?
So, I mean, as she says it, I mean, it is an act of violence. I mean, it is rough. I like to imagine just like a Quentin Tarantino movie where there's 3.8 times the amount of blood that like a football stadium of human bodies could possibly contain, right? Like she just like I just imagine it just like explodes, right? And she's there standing over this mass like and it's like dripping off of her and she's sort of like hulking, breathing heavy, and it's just this like I mean, the head is obliterated of Santa. And I imagine like the head, like the sort of like hat, like, you know, goes flying somewhere.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And just like all over everyone and all over everything. It's just it looks like somebody hit the raspberry syrup truck on the way to, the bakery, and it was real bad. It was real bad. And Emelisa clearly has now a taste for bloodlust.
Of course. What's left of the lumbering body being fueled by the hunger for brains and holiday cheer stumbles back and lands butt first onto the Zomblin who's barely alive's head and crushes it. Oh, sorry, I had to cough. But yeah, so you finish off both of them in one swing, just completely obliterating the goblin from the weight of the really like 7 foot tall Santa that you just beamed with a baseball bat. You're all sort of like looking around. The reindeer are back around on their way. And you, damn, I don't know why I'm coughing so much. The reindeer are back around on their way, and you hear more screams coming as they're like making their way through the shopping garage, and they smash into a minivan filled with like a bunch of women that come here after like their sewing club or something. And and so they're just like ravaging that whole scenario. And the horde that was crushed earlier, that was of carolers that was crushed earlier, are still trying to sing with what little bit of energy they have left. And you all make your way. This is me wrapping it up, by the way. And you all make your way past the carolers, over the carolers, and the dead body of the Santa, to the exit door that is, unlocked and dented and got holes in it from the missed bullets and stuff from earlier. And on your way out, Dr. Danielle Johnson, you see a broken bottle of a very thick old glass, like definitely some sort of artifact. Looks like a liquor bottle that has like fallen out of the Santa's coat. And on your way out, just your anthropological and archaeological curiosity just causes you to pick it up, and you pick it up and you see it's this really old, almost like 400-year-old liquor bottle. You speak Latin, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. In Latin, it's says essentially like we'll knock you on your ass dead, basically. Or no, it says in Latin, it says we'll knock you on your ass dead and back again, is what it says in Latin. And just like and so this is like apparent, and from what you've gathered, like this actually, you don't even have to gather it. As you're all you take the bottle and you all exit and go out outside, and because the exit from the garage where you would drive your car was completely blocked off. And you go outside and just sort of basically get a good view of the city, which I never said what city it was in. We'll just say like Seattle, because that seems to be where all the zombie shows take place anyway. So you're just overlooking Seattle, and you just sort of hear like screams and zombie moans and Christmas carol and zombie Christmas carols coming from behind you, and the door that's still sort of swinging open. The camera sort of pans out as everyone's just like exhaustedly looking the city, and then it goes dark for a few seconds, and then cuts back over to another flashback scene of all of the Santas and elves and even their reindeer in imbibing on this like ancient imported liquor that one of them brought to the party last night because they were here for a convention. So seems to be what caused the outbreak. And we will go ahead and end it there with everybody or with the words echoing, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And then this starts playing.
At this point, Andy finally turns the rest of the soup. Who are you people?
This is the end credits music. And there's no end credit scene. This ain't the MCU. Leave the damn theater already. Why are you still here? All right.
Excuse me. Are we not like the Avengers of the Hallmark cinematic universe?
No, we are not.
Now we are.
All the different Hallmark movies converging into this zombie movie?
Mall Mark. We don't want to get hit.
Oh my god, can we do epilogues for our characters as our sign off?
Yes, sir. Everybody can. All right. So everybody, instead of just saying what you liked about the game, because obviously I know you liked it. It was zombie mall shopping thing. I'm just kidding.
That was delightful.
You guys can all just we'll sign off with a character, a little bit of a character epilogue, but just in case we play it again, maybe keep it only a couple months out. In case we play again with these characters since no one died. And then just plug anything that you've got working on or anything you want to plug, period. We will start with Patrick.
Yeah, I definitely don't have like months out in advance. I think Vic Comet, he knife throws his way back to the holiday fairgrounds, where he finds Rudy Dash and the rest of our carnival people have successfully secured it, locked that shit down. And then it's he pulls Rudy aside and presents the reindeer gift that absolutely made it, and they share just a quiet moment together as the carnival sets up for whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah. All right, and then MC Doggy Door, Jay.
I just wanted to hear it one last time. Yeah, I think MC Doggy Door goes and calls up his gang, like his kind of stage crew that he tends
Dog
to
pack.
Yeah, the dog pack, which is comprised of unknown caller, Bark Ruffalo, Whippet Good, and Specky Roverdose Jones, and lets them know about the new samples and tells them we got to get to work because hell's bells, something's going on in town.
All right, here are the samples. Here are the samples. Milk and cookies. Season greetings. And what's under the tree?
Nice. Okay.
All right, and then Holly, what's your where does Holly's life lead her after this? And if you got anything you want to plug next, go for it.
She goes ahead to the Christmas party, and she just like ruins it for everybody. She's really mad, and she really, really wanted to get a last hit in at Santa.
Oh no!
Well, no. The thing is, the Christmas party. The guy who she's married to was supposed to be Santa because his name is Santino Klaus.
Klaus.
So she and he called when her phone rang. It was him calling to let everyone know that he was leaving her for someone named Carol.
Oh no!
So she's really mad, and she like ruins the party and tells everyone off, and then she grabs all the weapons up from the family house, because I'm sure they have like a bunch of weapons, and she takes
Santa Claus.
she takes one of the kids in the car, and the other one stays behind, and she just takes off with Annabelle, and they go like try to find things to fight and crime to fight.
Got it. And there is going to be a post-credit scene now, and you've inspired it, so don't let me forget that. All right, so we'll get to that after everyone else is gone. But Annie, so what's Annie's oh, do you have anything you want to plug, Nikki? Sorry.
I can't think of anything. I haven't written it down.
Okay, cool. Well, I will plug this Vihander game for you next season, at least at the end of this. But anyway, so yeah, Annie, go ahead.
So Annie makes it home. Her dad's there. He's shaken up. He's kind of hurt, not infected, but he's there. But he hasn't been able to get a hold of her mom. Mom, who works across town at the nuclear science station. So they're both worried, but also the world's going to hell out there. So the two of them have to work their way across the city through the mobs of cheer-infested zombies, and try and find her mom.
Excellent. I love that. Maybe we'll run a one-on-one epilogue on your channel one day.
That would actually be fun.
Oh, I know, right? Some sort of epic journey like that. All right, cool. Dr. Danielle Johnson, Raven's character.
Yeah, so I think Dr. Danielle, having found that that old bottle, she's not a chemist, but she gets the sample of the stuff and ends up working with like the CDC trying to track down the exact origins of this unknown substance, so they can try to figure out a cure for it, and thus clearly shows up in the next movie / game.
I would like to do this for holidays for sure, like holiday specials just with these same characters would be kind of cool, like because then we can do like downtime in between until the next holiday comes up.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Maybe the zombies are affected by the seasonal trends, like. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. So yeah, I think that's where Danielle ends up, and maybe she becomes a little less super introverted, and starts talking to other people and realizing that there's a whole undead world out there to live your life in. And then for plugging stuff, there's a whole bunch of shows coming up in January. We've got, I think, 7 shows a week, Tuesday through Saturday, with nearly every one of these lovely people. And for more stuff on me, there's my link tree. And
we need you in more games.
I know, but having to balance life and stuff is important too. And then the second link is to my coffee shop, where you can actually pre-order the second edition of Fundamental RPG, which we run a lot of those games on. You can find my Intrepid brand stuff there, which is adventuring gear for real life, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So those are my plugs.
All right, excellent. And Emelisa, you want to tell us your character's epilogue, and then anything you want to plug for yourself?
So Emelisa, barely wiping the Santa zombie viscera from her face, jumps into her beautiful brand new Mercedes-Benz SUV and drives straight to the company Christmas party with the mystery gift that she had to pick up at the jeweler's that her boss said was for his special lady. And she doesn't even change. Her hair is like a mess. She smells not great. It's not hot. And she just sort of like strolls into this like corporate Fortune 500 high-rise catered black tie affair. And like I imagine it's like it only ever is in the movies where the people are only around the outside edge so that the main action of the scene can take place in a huge amount of empty space where you can get whatever shot you want without like, you know, Gertrude from accounting's shoulder being in the way. So she sort of like stalks right up to her boss, who is like a big, beautiful, like, you know, sort of mountain of a man himself. She sort of like tosses the box at him, and in the typical like movie fashion, except gender reversal, bends him almost all the way back, plants a gigantic kiss on his face, and you know, just sort of stands there coated in Santa viscera, and then he bends down and retrieves the box, and it is a replica of the Little Miss Christmas tiara that says with a special thing on it that says 4 years in a row.
Oh, your character has issues. And seriously, does not know how to let things go from childhood.
That was beautiful.
I don't know, man. She just domed a Santa Claus with a baseball bat. I feel like we gotta like let homegirl like work her stuff out. You know what I mean? Like,
Do you have anything you want to plug besides just, you know, general academia?
I mean, we planned 16 different podcasts in chat tonight, so who knows? I mean, like I said, I show up anywhere where people have failed to beef up their security settings.
Yeah.
There you are.
I'll
There is a
try to
really,
one of our multiplayer games at some point.
there is a really cool tabletop that I played not too long ago with you, Jennifer. That was very well written.
Well, I am working on a game. Thank you, people who are better at plugging my stuff than I am.
I know.
I'm working on a game with the help of many of these lovely people that will be coming out at some point. Now that I'm on break and many of my other responsibilities are on hiatus, I'm hoping
I still
to
feel
have...
super, super duper honored that you wanted me to do the cover.
Yeah, I mean the cover is boss. It's great. Haha. But see that I'm still funny at quarter two. But yeah, no, I'm very excited. It's called Tales of Metropolis. Because I'm not changing the file name again. And yeah,
I've also been kind of like talking it up with like local friends and stuff because I've been like, and they have a them fatale section. And
that is
not my
favorite part.
if you basically do it on the fact that you are being very, very, if you market it to the queer people, you'll do well.
I mean, it is designed to be an inclusive take on Metropolis meets War of the Worlds.
And I love that, but like the fact that you acknowledge that yes, these were realistic problems during that time. What I am trying to do here is the theme of that without the implications.
And also the stereotype of that time being the bastion of heteronormativity is more a reflection of a desire to represent that time as the bastion of heteronormativity than it actually being the bastion of heteronormativity. If that makes any sense.
No,
it was not like it was a far more interesting period of time, I think, than it gets credit for in movies that were made in the 50s. But yeah, so that's enough about me. That's a lot of talking for me. But yeah, it's a good time.
No, and I forgot to give Alex a chance to plug something.
I plugged at the beginning, and honestly, y'all can find me here on Wednesdays, on my own channels on Mondays, and come January, Black Feather Guild on Tuesdays and Saturdays.
Excellent.
My schedule's a bit busy.
Awesome. As far as something for me to plug, starting January 15th, myself, Raven, and Nikki, and what is that? 4 others will be playing in a long-term campaign of Zweihander RPG called In the Mouth of the Beast Below. This is going to be an original campaign, homebrewed by me, with a lot of random factors thrown in. I'm looking at some nautical horror, environmental horror, spiritual horror themes, kind of all mixed together. So it should be a really fun time. We've just rolled a little bit about the characters already, because it's random character generation, and just to give everybody an idea of what ancestry and profession they're playing. And look, the group's shaping up to be pretty cool so far. So but yeah, that was I had an amazing time. As far as oh yes, this is the MCU. The few of you that actually sat in the theater and waited for the credits to roll over, possibly because you were hitting your vape pen or whatever, you managed to see the credits stop, and you see 2 people going into or standing around in a busy, frantic airport. These 2 people are Dr. Holly's husband and the woman that Dr. Holly's husband left her for, Carol.
Santonio and Carol.
Yeah. And they are they're waiting around kind of in the hallway. Carol goes into the bathroom to change a bandage on her arm.
Fucking Carol.
And then she comes back out. What was his name? Santino turns around and says, "Oh, hey dear, how's your arm doing?" And she's just sort of standing there, and he's like, "Carol, are you okay?" And Carol lunges forward, and the screen goes black, and then just gets splattered with blood, and it just pours down, and that's the end of the film.
Love it.
Awesome.
Wrap us up, Pat.
Yeah, Jay, I don't know. Did you get the chance to plug anything? Did you want to plug anything? I set a bad first example. What I
you're good.
I'm also bad at letting people know.
I was like, I don't know if we're gonna do it at the end, but I mean, my stuff's been plugged anyway. We're doing Water and Animus Absentis Tuesdays and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. I think they're both in the evening, right? Yeah.
At 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Eastern, right? And then other than that, I am currently on a hiatus on Twitter, but I'm planning to announce on Twitter when my system that I'm making will be ready for playtesting. So if you're interested in playing something that is Speed Racer mixed with like F-Zero or other kind of silly racing games like that, that's kind of the feel. So
are we getting some wacky racers?
Oh, you're getting some wacky racers.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah, and
I'm excited.
For me, you found my channel already. We are not going to be having words. Leland, Zan, and I often do co-op shit on Fridays. That is probably not going to happen, what with Christmas and all this week, but keep an eye out for that in the future. I will also be in Water on Black Feather Guild in the upcoming season. And then on this Saturday evening, Eastern Time, I will be on Polished Cryptid's channel for the next chunk of the Powered by the Apocalypse showcase they are doing in a Masks campaign. Which, since the Canadians were going off on it before, I am playing a hockey-based character named Slapshot. And we've physically injured Jennifer at this point.
Jennifer thought she was muted.
Okay, but his name has to be named after Wayne Gretzky.
So I was torn between Power Play and Slapshot for his name.
Have you seen the Paul Newman movie called Slapshot?
No.
let me tell you, it is a cinematic tour de force.
My sweet poor teenage boy since we're going off on a whole different tangent now, he got hit by something at a hockey game, and now he is a transformed playbook and is mostly an ice person.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Gotta say, though, my absolute favorite hockey movie that you wouldn't think it's a hockey movie at first. It comes off as a murder mystery. Buddy Cop, Bun Cop, Bad Cop. I highly recommend watching it. It's a buddy cop involving an Ontario detective and a Quebecois detective.
Huh.
Canadian cinema.
It's a very different look at how Canadians kind of like view at the time viewed law enforcement versus how law enforcement at the time was viewed by Americans.
Oh,
Like the fact that they don't necessarily use guns.
yeah, no, that sounds cool. I'll definitely have to check that out.
Cool. I think that is it for us, though.
Yeah.
Before I
Yep,
continue,
sorry.
before I ramble about other topics. Thank you, Leland. That was fantastic, and thank you for running your first thing on stream for us here.
Awesome. Yeah, no, definitely. It's a lot easier.
so well.
It's basically just like me running. I actually feel like I perform better because I'm like, yeah, people are watching me. Like, even if it's like a small handful, I still like, yeah, people are watching me. I need to treat this a little better. With my home games, I get a little more relaxed and.
So, in that case, why don't we wrap up? We will do a raid, and guess who's live, Leland? Guess who we could go visit? It's Audio Dungeon. You know them.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I know. They're live, but
What's
they're
our
just
raid cry?
they're airing
Is this a
reruns.
Oh, are they? Who else?
Yeah, they just stay live for like 20 hours after they go live. Like, it's weird.
I don't
know why they do it.
You are part of that, so we could go to that, or if anyone else has a suggestion.
Rate whoever else on your follow list.
They're literally the only ones live right now.
We will raid whatever weirdos are watching reruns right now in the Audio
The
Dungeon.
Brick is streaming Red Dead
Like
Redemption.
the brick? Perfect. Oh yeah, they're doing like Red Dead RP, which has become super popular.
Yeah, that seems cool.
It's with a brick with 2 Ks.
2K. I thought it was with 2Ks.
Totally haven't had that on in the background this whole time. You're crazy.
Our raid cry should just be outright, all flesh must be gift wrapped and eaten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yeah, that actually.
That was solid.
Well, thank you.
We got some pretty good lines in there while blowing up Santas.
Yeah, no, there was ridiculously awesome one-liners in this show.
Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.